boat's coming out of your butt. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever in the world. Welcome to Splinter Lab. My name is Lionel Miranda, and to the left of me is...
Archon.
Hello, how are you? Thanks for coming to hang out. We got a very exciting little live stream today.
We do. Hopefully not going to be too long. I know these I'm going to try to curb my my constant talking. We're going to try.
But you not paired me with you?
Yes. We're going to try. So what's on the menu for today? We're obviously going to touch on 11th because that's the elephant in the room. Every other channel is talking about it, including my man's channel here. I'm not going to go over all the same things that all those channels have already gone over. I mean, there's no point in doing that. You want to check out some really cool insights. Check out Scaredcast. Check out his friends at Art of War. I'm
a community person.
Yeah, Crumpin. I love that channel too. Crumpin.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah, I guess it's Johnny.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Happy Crumpin.
Yeah, he's great. Maybe there's an orc bias there.
Yeah, war.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, war.
It's more like,
anyway,
wow.
Check out all those beautiful people, and they'll fill you in on the absolute details, minutia. Now, it doesn't mean we're not going to talk about it though. I want to talk about some of the coolest, impactful things that all these people already talked about. We're going to touch on those and then move on. And then we're going to talk about the main topic of today's stream, which is community building and leagues. And then my friend and I are going to talk about the armies we're bringing to those leagues.
Ooh, exciting. Because it's like, we'll talk about it, but leagues are a great way to sort of express, hobby, express like friendship and community, but also testing out new things.
Exactly.
Or showing off that like unit that you've kept hidden from your friends until it's like ready. And then you like bring it out to the league and you're like, aha!
Like this was a quasi-surprise. Not a surprise, but a bit of a surprise. You thought I was going to maybe do something.
I opened the door, I could smell it from there.
Yeah. In any case, so let's talk about 40K 11th edition. And the first thing we're going to talk about is what my opinion of the most impactful changes to the game.
Right.
And
there are a lot of changes. Like, if you haven't read the rules, make sure you reread your rules, because there might be things that you think if you played early editions that are not, or that are. So make sure you take the time to read missions, rules, abilities, data sheets.
And we're definitely going to be going into those. Yeah. But I mean, you're absolutely correct. There's little tiny adjustments going from, above 50% to below 50%.
Or Battle Shock,
yeah, for instance. And tons of other little minutia. We're going to talk a little bit more macro. Is it macro?
It's micro and macro. There's a lot of different things. Like at the end of the day, there are a lot of mechanics that you're going to seem very similar, and there are mechanics that are going to seem different. You know, the way that we build armies is almost exactly the same. Almost exactly the same. They've added on the layer of multiple detachments, where you can get like pick and choose detachment rules.
We'll get to that,
etc.
We're going to talk about the first thing I think is the most impactful, because you touched upon it, is I think dispositions are probably the most impactful thing right off the bat. I don't think that's a giant surprise for you.
I think they are very impactful. I think as a player that has lost tournament games at a very high level, because that one mission is very tough for my army at the most inopportune time against sort of like an army like, supply drop. Anybody that played 10th edition, where all the objectives went away. Whoever played against like Catan or Monster Mash Demons and had like them go second and all the objectives disappear and all the demons go, this is mine, right? At the end of the game and go, I win, right? It's going to sort of curb that a little bit, where you pick a disposition that is akin to your kind of way of playing, right? So I love the fact that you don't have to play a detachment because it's good. You can play a detachment because you want access to a specific mission tree.
Yes.
And then you learn that mission tree, and then you play games and you slowly sort of fine-tune and curate your like list, like a recipe in a way. And over time, because you don't have to change your disposition. You can play the same disposition amongst multiple factions. You can play the same disposition in the same list and faction, and slowly go, oh, I don't like this unit, or I do. And by the end of it, you will be very good at what you want to play, instead of going to a tournament having to play Purge the Foe and have like 30 units in your list.
There's nothing wrong with Purge the Foe, obviously. So Dispositions are Purge the Foe, Take and Hold, Reconnaissance, Priority Assets, and I'm missing one, Disruption. That was the one I missed.
Recon?
Because Disruption is the one I'm least interested in.
I actually really like it. It is one that requires a little bit of tweaking. Games Workshop has said they're going to sort of like update with FAQs and errata for the next 3 months, like once a month.
Yeah.
So I would expect that Disposition to get a couple of tweaks.
A little
However, a little, but it's one of my, like, I wish it was good because I like that style of play.
Yeah, if you're going to do broad descriptions over, I guess Purge the Foe would be the killy kind of stuff mission.
It's
Take and
no
Hold
actions.
is the hold.
So there are no actions in Purge, and there are no actions in Take and Hold. So
Yeah,
your army itself, you don't have to worry about like doing actions.
So kill with Purge.
Kill stuff and hold 1 or 2 objectives with Purge.
Hold primarily with Take and Hold.
Take and Hold, just hold stuff and stay there.
Yeah. And then you got Reconnaissance, which is actions.
Move places.
Yeah, it's
no,
move
Reconnaissance
places?
is just mainly move. A couple actions, but you have 3 of your missions have actions, but it's mainly move into different places all over the table on multiple turns.
And then Priority Assets.
Which is a combination of both. It's kill, do some actions, and hold.
Like a smattering.
It's like playing Warhammer. It's like the most like war-rounded style, which is actually one of my more of my favorite ones.
Right. You were saying that, and we're going to get to that in the next little bit.
And then Disruption, which is a lot of actions. That one's like more actions to accomplish things, rather than just being places to do actions.
I think my issue was with Disruption specifically was my armies didn't have that really as a viable option. I'm interested in orcs, and I'm going to be playing with demons. What else was I interested in? Those are primary things I'm looking. I'm like Disruption. Like, why would I?
But you'll have a player that plays those armies that goes, ooh, Disruption.
Man, I love in the comments.
Or Recon, or Recon, or Push. But
Recon I could kind of see.
Sure.
I could kind of see Recon.
But somebody can't see Recon, they'll see something else, right? That's the thing I like about these, is that it'll sort of like jump out from the page and go, this is like me playing a game. And because it's going to be more of a personal choice, I really like that. It's going to be more of a, you get to choose. And it's not like, and that sort of gives you a personal collection to like what you're playing and how you want to play it. And you know what you're going to play. Like there's no like surprises in that sense. Like you know 100% what you're getting into, and you just prepare for it. And then where the interesting comes into play is, how do I do what I'm supposed to do against you, right? And that's where the knowledge will come in. Be like, okay, how do I deal with what you're trying to do while achieving what I'm trying to do, and like navigating your rules and your like way that you're trying to disrupt my plan, right? I think it's going to be very, very interesting.
A little unusual aspect, a little bit different. I play AOS more on the competitive side. I don't play 40K on the competitive side. I just love the competitive community, the people who play it. This is very much like battle tactics in Age of Sigmar, except I think more polished. In Age of Sigmar, the vernacular there is primaries are the circles, and then we refer to the battle tactics as secondaries, but not really secondaries. They're really, I'm picking, these are the ways I'm going to play the game.
Right.
So they really are more like primaries. And that's what this is. This is primaries, but it has an extra layer of interaction between it. So it's kind of like if I was playing Age of Sigmar and I picked these battle tactics, when I'm interacting with you, it would dictate our mission is a completely different, like such a cool.
I really like it.
Cool.
You know, you and I have been playing for a long time.
Yeah.
And this is like, you know, if I feel like my army should be an army that, who cares about holding like buildings? I just want to go and murder you. So I'm gonna pick I'm gonna go murder you mission and just go murder you, because that's what I feel like my army should be doing. And then I'm gonna build my army to do better murder, right? And I think that that's really cool. But then you're like, something I really like about the way they work it is that your mission to get points, you're gonna have to be places and do things.
Right.
But a lot of the times, something or some of the things you have to do to get points will allow me an opportunity to do my thing.
That's right.
So I like that sort of like cross-pollination, where it's not like in the older editions or like 8th edition where it's like, I'm just gonna sit in the corner and get like passive points. You actively have to play the game
Yeah.
and move into the board and do things, and then add that in with the secondary cards where you actually have to, you can hold on to them, but you have to like time it well. You have to have a plan to go over there. You have to like try and kill a character or kill a vehicle or whatever. And so overall, you're generating a game plan over the course of the game, which in pacing, you can kind of pace it yourself, but it is more interactive than like just sit in a corner and get points.
It's just, honestly, I'm going to say it's genius. I just think, here's what's so incredible about the change. On the surface, honestly, when you break it down, it's not that hard to understand.
Understand the mechanics.
The mechanic. But I can't stress this enough. To come up with the idea to begin with is wherein lies the genius of it. And it is truly an expression of the designer's love for the game. Yep. It was something that no one knew they wanted or needed, right? We weren't thinking about, none of us were thinking about this.
Correct, yeah.
And there it is. They were like, it'd be cool if we did this. It's like, yeah, it would be cool if we did this.
It would be. And now we get to do it.
And that is probably the best part about this, because if you read in between the lines, folks, of rules design, when you read in between the lines, you could really communicate where the direction of that team is going. And if this is the stuff they come up with, like disruption, like this, picking tactics and dispositions, this is the direction they're going, boy, oh boy.
It's going to be exciting.
Does that communicate some phenomenally exciting things?
Well, I think it adds a lot to, number one, player agency, because we've seen like a direction with the game where they're trying to make sure that like the game is more, as a player, you have more agency on what you want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's a more collaborative experience. Even then, and then we haven't even talked about how they revamped like the terrain, for example.
Oh, we're gonna get to
which,
that.
like, not only are you playing your disposition, but you might play on one of 3 layouts, and each layout, if you take a little bit of time to analyze your layouts, there's a layout that's normally easier for you, a layout that's harder for you, like in terms of trying to do your mission, because the objectives will be in different places.
Yeah.
It's easier or harder to hide your army, depending on how you built it.
Depending on the table.
Correct, depending on the deployment of the table.
Yep.
And so include that factor in there, and then on top of that, include a factor of, having to understand what your opponent is trying to do on the same map with a different mission. So you're not trying to do the same thing,
but you want to deny.
But you want to stop them from doing it. So you have to learn what they're doing as well.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait. Like, I think not only the league will be a great opportunity to kind of showcase that as well, but I'm really excited for when events do that. And we're seeing like a lot more creative tables and like, because
super juicy.
I don't know, it feels like a lot more fleshed out, So I think that combination is going to be more immersive. There's no longer a separation of like church and state, in the sense that you don't have like narrative, match play, open play.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's just you're playing Warhammer.
Yeah.
Right? And
there's
I think
no more
that's
house
really cool.
rules across multiple platforms.
Like
the globe
even
right now,
like WTC,
correct.
UKTC of all things,
are actually all on the same
They're
page.
like, you know what? Yeah, we're just going to play the same game.
I mean, honestly,
it's cool.
That had a lot to do with the fact that the design team reached out to these guys.
Correct.
Correct. Forged a bridge.
100%.
Made it a multi-lane highway to make it as easy as possible for them. But the point is, they recognized that they needed to do that. Because these are community leaders, and having everyone on the same page is phenomenal. I hated house rules. The WTC rules, going through that, man, battling against the community for like, guys, this isn't how the game plays. I understand this is how teams play, but when you go down to fight for a golden ticket, guess what you're doing? You're not doing any of this.
Yeah, it's not a rule.
It's it's not a rule.
It's not a rule. Good luck, because you've been practicing this other rule set.
It's really different once I got down there. Yeah, no kidding.
The buildings were like this small. Yes, they were.
That's right.
I couldn't hide my Victrix card at the corner of the building because of the banner. Yes.
And I was getting flack for it. And people, he doesn't know how to do it. It's like, no, man, it's just these are the rules. So I'm happy everyone now is on the same page. So anyway, right from the get-go, list building is just incredible, deep
black hole.
nuance.
Yeah, it's nuance.
Nuanced thing, and that is so exciting.
The first thing I did was reread every single detachment that I have access to, every single stratagem, every single enhancement, every single unit ability. Not that I have very many to go through, because my army doesn't have a lot of options.
Your army has enough options.
Yeah, it has enough.
Enough options.
It's easier than Space Marines.
It's fair. It's fair.
And then a lot of them kind of like popped out at me more and more. Like I was like, oh, this in the new mechanics, or this in the game, or whatever. And I'm having a lot of fun rediscovering a lot of these like units or detachments or enhancements that were like kind of set aside.
Yeah. What's old is new again.
Correct. Yeah. And it's kind of cool to go through all that and go, oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, this is actually really good right now. I like this, you know.
For sure. It's just like, man. Dispositions. What a you gorgeous human being, group of people, whoever contributed to that idea, absolutely phenomenal. I'm just so impressed.
And you've played a lot
design.
of Warhammer over the years.
I have played a lot. Well, I've played 40K since Rogue Trader. Playing since. Like Rogue Trader wasn't a real game.
It was like an RPG. No, RPG.
It was a game in quotations. You kind of had to roll on tables to see what kind of equipment you had, and then you formed and you played with like 5-6 models, and that was
like a story. It was like a storytelling, board gamey.
It was a different experience entirely. And to say you played Rogue Trader is to say that you experienced 40K. How's that? It wasn't really.
I started in 3rd edition, so about 1999, 98, 99. Well, that was when I started.
2nd edition, it became a game.
Yeah.
3rd
so that was
when it banged. Like that's when. That was the golden days of orcs when Brian Nelson reimagined orcs, and that's when
Speed
I actually
Freaks, baby. Armageddon.
Entered the
Armageddon.
orc train. Yes.
Speed Freaks were the jam. And we're back in Armageddon? What is going on?
Everything
It only took 20 years or 30 years or whatever.
It was just so fun. It's like, I loved 40K right up until about 6th edition.
We don't talk about that time.
6th edition was okay.
No, it was not.
No, it was. In comparison to 7th edition.
No. 6th edition lasted a year. Okay, you can't say it was okay. It literally
compared to 7th,
they pulled the plug.
Compared to 7th,
late. Let us know what you think.
7th edition, where you could ride terrain, where you could.
Hey! House rules.
Insane.
House rules, Lionel.
That was insane.
House rules. That was banned.
Oh my God, was that so dumb? And
it was.
It was the trash fires of 7th, the trash fires of 8th.
8th was okay.
Oh, come on. 8th was not
better
okay.
Than 7th.
It was. Yeah, okay. it was better than 7th.
And then actually late 9th was when they finally seemed to kind of get their head on straight.
That's when people talk about they liked 9th. They're talking about the last month and a half.
Last bit of 9th
Last
was great.
month and a half
and then
of 9th.
That's it. To 10th, which was an absolute disaster.
But
they fixed it real fast, and they made one of the best editions they've ever made.
Yes.
And this builds off that.
Reading in between the lines of 10th, the reason why I was in love with it, even from the beginning, even when it was a little crazy with the dev wounds and all that, I was reading in between the lines and I'm like going, this is good. This is real good. What will dictate what they do is that first codex that dropped and whether they maintained. Because what had happened was 8th communicated a message and then they threw it out. 9th communicated a message and then first book comes out, chucked it out the window. 10th, they communicated a message and then they held to it. When they effed up, they corrected.
Yep.
And I mean, literally the worst book out of 10th was Admech, to which
they kind of rewrote the whole rules.
They rewrote the entire book.
They fixed Tau, and every time there was something that tended to be really, it was like a matter of weeks for them to fix it.
No, I really,
very good. Yeah.
I truly believe 10th was the best edition of the game right up until this edition.
Ooh,
I think.
Spicy.
I think.
Hot take.
Let me get to the chat, and they got some questions. Let's see now. Scary thin like Drukhari. This is basically cutting a good angle, is what you're saying.
I didn't bring my pointy ears. I should have brought like the little like Ren Fair ears.
Jason Pete saying good afternoon. Honestly, the reception seems to be positive overall. No, there's always the same few rage bait YouTubers who complain about anything GW. But apart from those people, the reception seems good. And then goes on to say, also with WH becoming very popular, Warhammer I'm guessing, becoming very popular, this will onboard people with a set rule and probably bring in new players. Yeah, I would say so.
I am sharing this.
Yeah,
cool.
I would say so.
I think that what's happening is we're going to have don't get me wrong, the first couple of months is going to be a little, like every edition, people are going to try and latch on to sort of like a game mechanic, and they're going to try and like take it out of proportion and see kind of how far they push it. It does feel like what they've done is they went through everything that was annoying about 10th and went, okay, what annoys us about 10th? And they went through in point form and were like, okay, let's just fix this. And let's just, how do we stop people from force fielding buildings? Oh, just make the engagement range longer. Okay, great, check. How do we, what about units in vehicles? Okay, we fixed that, check.
Tons and tons of polish. They really take off the sharp edges. Okay, so that was number 1, Disposition. I think probably the largest impact. Another really, I think probably the second largest impact, and maybe I'm wrong in saying it's the second, but I honestly believe Objectives.
Being the terrain?
Being the terrain is probably the second largest impact.
I think it has an impact on many levels. It's not just the fact that it's a larger surface area. I think it looks cooler, and it feels. I've played the games I've played of 11th, Lionel. It feels like playing 4th and 5th edition. I feel very 100%. Immersed in the game. Like I get my cards, and I don't instantly go, oh, I'm not going to score this because that guy's over in the corner. I actually go to cards and go, okay, High Command is telling me I have to kill a character, right, or whatever.
The narrative, the real in there.
Right, I have to kill a character, I have to go take that building, right? And all of a sudden, it's felt like a game more than it has in a long time for me.
Like it felt more immersive.
Right.
Like that's
it's like weird to say. We're like competitive guys. We like to play, like we like the minutiae of the rules. You know what I mean? But like when you can picture it in your head, it feels cooler.
Yes. It's just, okay, so it feels cooler. Mechanically, it is like massive difference. Like the going from a circle to a rectangle this big is to be able to clip an objective and still be acreage away from your opponent.
It's crazy.
Is nuts. Is absolutely nuts. Tell me, there's something that came up. To take advantage of the rules, you have to be in contact with it, or do you have to be on it?
So you have to be within.
Within. So what define within? Is within touch? Like that's how I looked at it.
So historically, it's not touching. It's on.
You say on, right?
Like your base has to be sort of overlapping.
Yeah,
it's not
okay,
touching,
fair
it's
enough.
Like overlapping because you have to be within the area, not at the area, right?
Yeah, fair.
There are like, for example, like I got some terrain built, and so like the walls go up to the edges instead of leaving a lip. So when we play on that, we just say you touch it, you're in, because there's supposed to be a lip.
I think that's going to be a potential thing that might come up in tournaments.
Well, it's like it used to be the old thing is like, am I in the house? Like by touching the house. So it's more like there should be a lip where you can go up to the edge, right, and be within on any side.
Yeah, I don't really particularly care which way it is. I just would be clear with you organizers out there. Be clear that
if there's anything else, always send an email to your TO. Or organizer.
That's right.
And then just ask, and just be like, hey, my aircraft can't physically shoot because there's no rules for it right now. What would you like me to do? Because it's too big or whatever, and it doesn't follow the rules. You say, are you gonna make me not bring my plane, or can I just bring my plane in and shoot like it's supposed to? Yes, absolutely. Bring your plane and shoot.
That is fair. That is fair. So yeah, objectives look incredible, have massive impact visually. The tables are gorgeous that way too.
And I like the simplicity of the different terrain because they've codified the different terrain styles. So you have like thematic terrain, like craters and stuff like that.
Oh, I see what you mean. You mean
right,
by
the keywords.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish.
So they have like keywords on the terrain,
right?
Which is great. Like we've had keywords for the terrain in the past, but they've made it very simple and straightforward. You can have like light terrain, which is like no matter what the size and shape of this light terrain is, just go through it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. Just pretend like it's not there. Like, you can't end on it, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so you can put trees now, and you can put, like, other pieces of terrain that look cool, but don't interrupt gameplay. And then you have dense terrain, which then influences things like hidden and things like that, right? Like, you know, that sort of stuff. And that you just can't move through it unless you're infantry, and you can't, like, and then you have, like, solid terrain, which is the codification of bottom floor blocks line of sight. Right? But it also adds rules for, like, gone to ground, and you can't, like, poke barrels through the holes in solid terrain to, like, try get line of sight through, like, a hole or whatever. Like, there's little, like, things like that. They've codified it.
Yeah.
But they've kept it really simple, but you can make it whatever you want now.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
It is. So, for instance, if you still have 3 objectives, more or less, sometimes 4 in No Man's Land, then you have your base camp. But now that the way they did it, envision this. What if the 3 objectives in the center were a bunker, a power station, a radio tower, and those were the 3 objectives, and then the rest was jungle?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Now, narratively,
it's so much cooler.
You're trying to capture camp or whatever it is, recapture it from the enemy. The enemy's trying to defend. Like, it lends to a really super cool narrative without taking anything away from
how tactical or competitive it can be. Because at the end of the day, you need to interact with the features of the terrain, and they've codified the area and the feature. And features, they said, can be anything as long as you give it like a a keyword or two or whatever. And then the areas themselves, they said, are important. The size of the area is important, just so that you can, like, interact with it or whatever. So it maintains that ascendancy. But it can be, like, we've built some really cool tables where it's like crazy Tau buildings or the Necron terrain and the MDF stuff. And it looks like it's just so, but it works in every game. Like, it doesn't change the fact that, like, oh, I need this building to be here so I can stage or whatever. It's just so different.
The part that big, massive impact on me, I'm such a pragmatic person by nature. Like, for instance, I cannot paint a thing just to paint it to make it look lovely. I have to know, either lie to myself or whatever, that I'm going to play with it.
Right.
There has to be a use. Right. So the hobby for me is the painting and the playing. Like, I don't want to play with ugly models, so I want to paint it well. But I don't want to paint a thing that I'm not going to play with as well. Right. So I'm very, very pragmatic. So when it came to terrain, it was very pragmatic in the sense is like, does this function for play, competitive play? Done. I don't care really how big of what it really looks like, massively. But now that I can do cool things.
You can have a jungle board, you can have a desert board, you can have a
I want to do cool
board.
things now.
You can, like, it's neat.
I want to do cool things, and I'm working on tables for the league. It's just like, it just opens up the door and gives you an excuse for people like myself, I guess.
Well, like me too, I love it.
More.
I've got so much terrain that was, like, not used for so many years.
Yeah.
Like, used when I was playing narrative games.
Yes.
But now I can just
use it,
and it works.
Yeah, it still functions, right? Yeah. So big impact. That was my number 2, and then my third. You could argue this, but the third, I think, most impactful thing is leaders.
Ooh, support leaders?
Yeah, just the concept of the fact that the rule.
It's huge ramifications.
Yeah, the rule does not go away now. When the leader's attached to the unit and say the leader gets excised from the unit, that rule is still on it unless it relies on the model being present, I guess.
Yeah, so it's more like leading abilities. So, like, your Space Marine librarian, while leading a unit, gets a psychic hood, right? Yeah. Before the unit died, no longer was leading unit, forgets to use psychic hood now. Had amnesia or something. Now, like, any sort of those abilities. So, like Drazar, for example, his leading ability is pile in and consolidate 6 inches. So being able to always be leading, you put him in a unit of incubi, and then even if his incubi die, he's, like, bouncing around like crazy. It's really cool. Yeah. Now there's some really interesting mechanics with resurrection and bodyguards, where like an apothecary is still part of his unit, can resurrect a bodyguard model. So as long as the apothecary is still alive, you can bring a model back. As long as, like, my homunculus arrive, you can bring his racks back. It does get kind of finicky when you're looking at.
But the reverse is true?
Correct. It can be finicky when Necrons and Sisters of Battle are involved, where they can resurrect characters that then can resurrect. So expect that to potentially get some sort of balance.
So currently right now, as written, Technomancers, if you get rid of it, say you precision it out,
the squad will bring it back.
The race will re-resurrect.
Right. Which, you know what, it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like,
it is pretty awesome.
Like, it's like, they're Necrons. It is pretty awesome. Like, I understand.
I don't know if that breaks the game.
That I don't think does, but killing everybody, including the Techno, having the Techno spend a command point to resurrect, and then bringing Wraith back, like,
could be
is
incredible interaction.
Like, that's just uninteractive because you spend so much time trying to kill it. You know, so I can see that getting sort of shifted.
So I think that's a massively impactful thing, and it's a good quality of life thing.
That's cool.
Super awesome. And then last,
we had actually you love orcs. We had an orc interaction with the same thing because in Greed and Tide you have the stratagem to bring boys back, like come get them or whatever. And you've got the pain boys that have their Grut Orderly. So if you have like Gazgul, Makari, and a pain boy walk into a bar, right? So there's no boys to resurrect, so you don't have the keyword in the unit, so you can't use the stratagem, but you can use the Grut Orderly to bring back a bunch of boys, and then have the keyword available to then bring more boys back. So like order up. It's interesting that there's cool little mechanics like that have added in. That's good. But it's kind of fun that Gazgul's like, where are the lads? You know, and the boys like, you know, fixing them, you know, kind of sewing them together in the middle of the
and there is a downside to that mechanic, by the way. So if for whatever reason all the wraiths get you know, nailed, dead, and the Technomancer is still left alone, because he was part of that squad, he still counts as being part of that squad, meaning he has to now take battle shock tests every single turn.
Yeah, battle shock being a big mechanic that is now.
Hey, let's talk about that. The other big thing in the game is battle shock.
So before, battle shock did pretty much nothing. Battle shock was like, oh, your unit is under half strength, roll a leadership test, and if you fail at your battle shock, which means your OC went to 0, and you can use stratagems. It was like big. It was like a big deal. However, now battle shock is more meaningful in the sense that if you're battle shocked, you have to test to unbattle shock, which gives you a reason to battle shock people in the first place. And secondly, you have to be at 50% or less. So even at half, like health or whatnot, you're battle shocking, which increases the frequency of battle shocks. But what that has done is added in mechanics that are across factions that were a lot of, in my turn, make your battle shock stuff, which then used to just go away in your turn, unless I also did damage to you. But now I can battle shock you and go, balls in your court.
Yeah.
And now you have to try and take that away. And in my playing, I've played a bunch of games as Tyranids. I've played a bunch of games as like Chaos Knights. Yeah. And I love battle shock. There's a reason I have a Homunculus in this list. Yeah. With a -1 leadership bubble, and racks that like hit you and cause battle shock tests, and an Incubi squad that calls battle shock because I like battle shock. It's good.
It's kind of nuts. So the big massive difference between this edition and last is that once battle shock, you don't automatically just rally.
Yep,
that's it. That's the big difference.
Powerful.
It doesn't sound like that's that big of a deal, except it is a massive deal.
It is so.
The fact that it's no longer I just rally because I no longer fulfill the conditions of battle shocking in the previous edition. Now it's not automatic. Means like, oh, I still have to test. It just is.
And you know
huge.
what I like about it, Lionel, is it is very volatile.
Yes.
Which is a fog of war element. It is a sort of like that morale. Like back in the day, we had morale where you failed it, you ran away. Like you could have had the bravest block of dwarven warriors that just were not unbreakable, because then they would not run. But say they were breakable, but they had like high leadership.
Right.
Like, it could take, at any moment, they would turn tail and run.
Yeah, could.
Right? And that would like
cost you the game.
Just cost you the game. Yeah. Now it's like, it's not reliable all the time. Like there's ways to make it reliable with modifiers.
Yep.
But like if you get battle shocked, there's no guarantee that that roll is going to be better.
So the average leadership in the game is 7.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
The guys who do battle shock are always forcing battle shock at -1.
Usually.
Almost always.
Yep.
So now you're on 6s. Sorry, you're on 8s. You're on 8s. Sorry, pardon me.
High is bad.
High is bad. You're on 8s, and it is just. It's huge.
It's bad.
It's huge. The Shadow of the Warp just gacking the whole entire board is massive. Shadow of the Warp, it's funny. It was a thing that did everything and nothing.
It was like a meme?
Yeah, it did everything and nothing. It was just two extremes. Like, it could really swing games, truthfully.
On a key turn.
Yeah.
Now it's like an actual mechanic.
Now it's oppressive.
Now it goes, you do it like early in the game, and then you shove things that have modifiers in.
Neural lictors all crawling in your head.
Gosh,
and it's just like, oh my God.
It's
like
actually
that
terrifying.
Star Trek episode where that thing's crawling across your thing. It was like, what is that? Crawling into your ear. It's like it's just, wow.
That's the exact face I made when that happened to me. I've been playing as Tyranids. I've been loving the Synaptic Nexus.
Yeah.
Because they have the one, number one, it plays Take and Hold. No, so I like Synaptic Nexus because of the rules, but it has a 1 enhancement that is a 9-inch -1 leadership bubble. So you can like send a bunch of Synaptic creatures in, pop the Shadow in the Warp turn, like their turn 2, so it's their turn, right? And then you play their entire turn and your entire turn within Battle Shocked while you're shoving like this big creature with a 9-inch -1 bubble where most of their army is Battle Shocked in the bubble to keep them Battle Shocked. It's so good.
Okay, so there is no coincidence that both our armies...
We have a Battle Shock mechanic. There's a reason.
Both our armies are leveraging
also,
Battle
chaplains.
Shock
Like I have an Archon that removes Battle Shock, right?
Yeah.
Chaplains
coordinate
remove Battle
this.
Shock. No.
We didn't coordinate this at all. It's just, like, we were both like, yes.
Because we know when you have that little Battle Shock token next to you, you're useless.
Absolutely. You're just raw stats at that point. So if you have a great raw stat army...
Yeah, like it'd be good, but like I'll tell you, a lot of the games now are won more on the secondaries than the primaries, because it's a lot easier to score your primaries. So you're going to make a lot more of your differential.
You're going to win more on primaries than
secondaries. You're going to win more on scoring
Primary.
secondaries than primary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because a lot of the primaries you can score about 60 to 70 points, and the max is like 45.
I meant it's going to be easier to score on primary because if you're zeroing the guy because he's Battle Shocked, he's not going to hold.
But
I see what
the
you're
thing
saying.
Is a lot of the secondaries require you to not be Battle Shocked. They fixed a lot of the ones that were like, technically if you're Battle Shocked you can still do these.
Oh, so you could deny secondaries.
So you can deny secondaries,
and I didn't even
things like actions, things like actions fail when you're doing when you're Battle Shocked, which is not something that happened before. Now, now you fail a Battle Shock. Like say you have in your opponent's turn Battle Shock, you're like, oh, you're in the middle of doing an action, take a Battle Shock, right? Like the Psychomancer or something, being like, oh, is the start of your charge phase, and you have this one person trying to cleanse, Battle Shock, right?
It's awesome. Something crawling in your ear.
There's
something crawling in your ear.
Run, flee for your lives. They also fixed what Battle Shock interacts with, like anything that sets your objective control. So Battle Shock makes your OC dash, so you cannot add or subtract to it anymore.
Oh shoot!
So
I did not understand that.
You're just done. So there's no way to increase your OC. Nothing.
No way.
Yeah. So no banner.
I did not appreciate that.
No Norn. No nothing. Like if you're Battle Shocked, you're just Battle Shocked.
Hot damn! So if you Battle Shock a Norn for
she's OC
somehow
dash
miracle, she does not get 0 plus 15 or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, it's dash. Yeah. But you cannot modify a dash stat. Yeah.
Wow, that I did not know.
They definitely fixed that, Lionel.
Oh man, I did not know that at all.
No more like, it's good. It's good. Yeah.
Before I get into the chat, we talked about, I think my biggest things. Obviously we're not talking. There's more, but if you were to call out one more thing, what do you think that is like?
Well,
other than that,
something that impacts me a lot is how dedicated transports kill all my models a lot faster than they did before.
They're death traps.
They're 4th edition.
Yeah,
it's 4th edition all over again.
Yeah.
I have toughness 3 1-wound models. So 1-wound models die to hazardous very, very quickly.
Yep.
So hazardous is like actually dangerous.
Yeah,
so running being trapped in your transport when people run up to the transport, rip it open, is not good.
So when vehicles explode, it's all hazardous, and now hazardous is on 1s and 2s.
Yes, and it's a mortal wound. And I only have 1 wounded models.
It's 1s and 2s.
So
it's a big deal.
Terrifying. I will lose twice as many models as I ever did, and I already sometimes lost like 8 models in an explosion or whatever.
I mean, with bad luck, but now, hot damn.
So you have to be a lot more careful with, as a army that likes transports, historically, you have to be more careful with where you put them and how you use them.
They're really more about
getting
Literally
to
that,
a good spot.
transporting you
Like
behind
a Venom,
some cover and then deploying out from
correct,
that point.
exactly. But then someone like a Space Marine is a little less impact, like a little less of an impact because they have 2 wounds each, so they can get out. They're a little bit more resilient.
A little.
You mean like they'll lose, 1 or 2. They might be more likely to lose a model, if that makes sense, but they're not going to be hit as hard as I am.
Yeah.
However, the battle shock is interesting too for any dedicated transport because now you're battle shocked, and then you don't automatically like unbattle shock. You stay battle shocked unless you pass that battle shock test.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, it's like this gets spicy.
I fear for my poor dread mob for orcs. Where
it's 1s, 2s, and 3s, right?
Oh.
But you can't take 3 stompers now.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Like,
3 stomp.
I'm looking forward to that codex.
Is awesome.
I'm looking forward to that codex. I'm hoping things change a little bit.
600-point stomper, let's go.
Like needing 6s to hit everything really is terrible. And
just punch him in close combat. Why are you trying to shoot?
Yeah, multiple hazardous tests when you got 2. Like, is 2 hazardous an increase of 1 or just doubling?
Well, it's 2 rolls at double each. It's actually quadrupling it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. 2 instances of double each is not twice more. It's 4 times more.
It is nuts. So like your cans just fire once and then delete themselves off the board.
Oh no!
Like it was like, wow, cool. It'd be really nice to hit this button to do my cool rule, except I just self-destruct.
That's very orky.
That's terrible.
That's so orky.
That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. I feel so bad for my poor babies. All right, Darkja. I would like that they change secondary cards being able to hold onto a few of them instead of them all. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that's like
more
something
than 2
that
now.
could be tweaked. Like I do like that mechanic. It is something that's very. But you know what that changed? So the change being, for anybody who doesn't know, you draw, if you play tacticals, you can still play set like fixed and do like a set thing if you want.
Less though.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
In 18
there's only 4
cards,
now.
only 4.
Yeah.
Which is 2 kills and 2 B places or do actions or whatever.
Yeah.
Is you can just hold on to your cards. So over the course of 5 turns, if you do tactical, you'll have 10 cards. Once they also changed the switch it. It's only once per game. You can only do the switch out a card once per game now, instead of once every turn. So you can have, but it could be any of the ones you have in your hand.
Oh, interesting. You know what? I didn't appreciate that actually. Yeah. Again, you've played more games.
And also, if you get rid of a card, you can still get rid of any card you want at the end of a turn to get a command point.
Right.
However, you're not getting that card back.
Yeah, it's gone.
You know what I mean? Like, so it better be something that you just can't.
It's super
score.
impactful.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, I like that more for the average player than the experienced tournament player. Because this experienced tournament player was always building a list or setting themselves up to score whatever card they drew at any one point in time. But the average player would go, oh, center, the area denial and this. Oh, well, I didn't deploy anywhere near that. And it was a feels bad moment when they couldn't do either of their cards in multiple turns. Whereas now they go, oh, sure, I'll do that at some point. I'll do this at some point. I think that's a great game mechanic for the more average player.
Again, psychologically, it's a positive win.
It is an absolute positive win. Is it like crazy that you can score 30 points on secondaries in 2 turns at the end of the game? Sure.
Yeah.
But like you also know what your opponent has. Like you can see their hand. Like you know what they have. And your job as a player, if you're going to be good, is to stop them from doing that somehow, to figure out a way to say no to what they're doing.
The denying of points is probably going to be one of the most, I think, the pivotal skill expression part
also
of this
timing
game.
when to deny points, because they can hold on to it forever. So it's not
well,
like
not forever.
Sure, they can hold on to it for the entire game. Yes, it's a finite number of turns. But like primary is 15 points per battle round.
Yeah.
But both players now score at the end of their 5th turn.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
so the person going first and the person going second.
Now there's less of an advantage or disadvantage to going first in a turn.
So instead of, like, usually if I was going second, on my 4th turn, I would make an incredible push to deny my opponent's ability to score on their 5th turn, and there was no way they could make that back.
And you blank them out of the game.
That was it.
And
it was just mathematically impossible.
Super.
Now I just have to do it a turn earlier.
Yeah. Well, at least they still get to.
They get their turn 5, but I have to blank them on turn 4.
You have to try to deny on their turn.
So it's like it just changes the timing, and you have to do it without losing too many resources that then you
while playing the game.
Correct.
And still being within striking
and still
distance.
Having this
and still
distance.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a neat puzzle to constantly navigate. in the game.
I like it.
Yeah, it's really, really neat. Jason Pete, 40K rules were often like the law, left to interpretation. Now things appear to be clearly defined. I went out and bought myself half an army to play with now.
Awesome. That sounds fantastic. You only need half an army. That means all legs.
All legs. Richard Wallace in chat. So much Scary on YouTube this week. He's everywhere. That's why. And then Nick Costello. Neurotyrant is fire.
Neurotyrant is fire. That thing is so good. So insanely good. That with Death Leaper and the -1 leadership bubble from Nexus. Oh my gosh! You know what's another one? I have the Kabalite Cartel. If I kill my contract in close combat with a special stratagem, I do a shadows to your whole army.
What?
Yeah.
Say what? Say it again.
Not in this detachment.
Oh, okay.
I have a detachment.
Okay.
Kabalite Cartel.
Okay.
So I basically contract out units. I pick a unit, mark it for death. Right?
Yes.
But I have a stratagem that if I attack that unit, I get +1 to hit it.
Okay.
But if I kill it, your entire army has to test for battle shock.
No.
Yeah, and I can do that multiple times in a game. And now you have to test for battle shock for units in transports.
Oh my goodness.
And so I only get like 3 pain tokens max, but I could like constantly just be battle shocking.
It's like pushing pain points.
And
timing it right. Because
It's
obviously
like,
you want to go into something you're going to finish.
Correct.
So I've weakened you. This is the moment.
Correct.
I go
Stab,
fillet this thing,
and then
your whole army battle.
I broadcast the screams on intercom or something. It's so fun. Like there's so many cool mechanics. Like Raptors, they force a battle shock test when you're in combat with them, like negative modifiers. Space Marine Reavers, -1 leadership within 6. Right? Like they don't even have to be in combat with you. They cause a battle shock test.
Oh, we'll talk about those.
I know. Nothing holds a candle. But anyway, talking about it, it's super fun.
All right, and there it is. You know what? There's a lot of other chats. Well, let's move on to the next.
If you super chat, we can see your thing.
Yeah. So
it'll pop up.
Let's go to the actual meat and potatoes of this specific stream, and that's discussing leagues. Now, leagues are a thing that obviously community leaders try to, how would you put it? Put up a party. It's always a lot of pressure putting out a party because you want people to come out to your party and have a good time. So there's a lot of risk to doing it, right? Like an emotional risk to going, I'm going to throw a party, hopefully people come out, hopefully it's cool, right? But why am I doing it to begin with? Is I want people to come to have a good time. Yep. And that's really what leagues are all about. And a lot of people are looking and go, well, it's about winning, it's about flexing, it's about, and I'm not saying it can't be about those things, by the way. You want to come to a league to win it, there's nothing wrong with that. But man, you know what's also super cool about the league? Is interacting with all the people in your area.
Yep.
That is probably the coolest part about leagues.
Like when the first league that I played here, that you ran, that I played it in 10th edition.
Oh yeah.
Was the first one. You've been running them for years, but it was fun because I played 5 games, and I think I played against 5 people I'd never played against before.
Yeah.
That are literally in this region, you know, and I would have probably never played against them at like a tournament because I travel a lot for events, and it was really fun because there was really fun people to play with that had some really good skill sets, and it was really fun to play against different people. The hobby level was really high, and it was like a really fun, entertaining time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, folks, if you have a league in your area, reach out to the organizer, touch base with them, find out what the vibe of the league is going to be. But generally speaking, leagues are an incredible opportunity for you as a player to expose yourself to different styles of play. So if Ridvan and I are playing games, and this is the only person I'm interacting with, regardless of whether we understand this or not, we are forming our own meta.
Right. Right. It's like when I played my brother, when, you know, like and
bro,
over and over.
Absolutely.
And most of you out there probably know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You play your friend who has this one model that you're trying to beat, every week.
And then you start skewing toward that one thing.
Correct.
And then all of a sudden you kind of shift from that basement meta and you go play your first tournament or play at the store for the very first time just as a pickup game, and then it just goes horribly wrong. Because you're no longer now playing your buddy.
Right.
And now they're doing things is is that legal?
Yeah.
Like, is that a thing? Yeah, this is just the rule. Like, you didn't know
You
this?
did, yeah. You haven't used this, but your army does this really well.
Yeah, and that's the opportunity really when you expose yourself to other people.
Yeah, it's about learning and community. And you know, a lot of the times it'll be over a span of some time. So if you have like something you want to work on or a project that you're completing, I find it as a great incentive to finish like a project or to put paint on a model that I've been wanting to paint, or to try like a detachment or an army that I'm testing to say go to a tournament and want to kind of just figure it out in the wild, you know, and get like a regular game on a regular schedule. Which really helps when you have like so much stuff going on, like, you know, your kids or like family obligations or whatever, like just knowing that you have like a game scheduled with someone during a period of time. I think that's also like a lot of a de-stressor. Like you don't have to like go to the game store and hope someone's there for a game or something.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly right. Exactly right. It is an enormous amount of fun. What World's gonna do? Oh yeah, another part of most leagues have some sort of hobby element in it.
Yep.
So
I know yours does.
Yeah, almost all of them do. I think almost all of them do.
Like
some sort of best painted.
Like,
some sort of something.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually thinking now, having an award for best table.
Not just best table. You could do best
terrain.
Best home objective.
Oh,
because home
that's
objective.
Such a cool idea.
It's like it's the same footprint layout. Make it match your army. And have like a little diorama for your home objective, and when you play, you just put your home objective down.
Can you model for advantage with that?
Well, sure, if you wanted to, but like you could just say, like for gameplay, you could say you need to have like this feature here and this feature there, and everything
can't be
else
more
doesn't
than
matter.
this.
Sure. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, you don't want to stifle the creativity, but at the same time, if people want to use it, you'd be like, if you use it, then this corner is this big, you know. Whatever.
Oh man, I'm kind of really digging that. Doing your own home base.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna start doing at the Berry Bash. Instead of doing like a big display board, I'm gonna get people to bring their home objectives. So like, there's a little bit of hobby. It's also small enough that you can kind of carry it around with you, right? So you don't have to like take a giant. Correct, and it's just it matches
part of your thing, and I'm just gonna take my.
I got my webway gate that's sitting there gathering dust. It's gonna be on my display board. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be on my home objective.
That is such a great idea. Yeah, that is such a great idea.
You can use that out there too. Encourage you. Like I love it because you could have, you know, a little poo thing.
Whatever, like a big plug tree.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Correct.
A big plug tree with soul pods.
Yeah. You know, or you know,
soul pods
or you can
get
from it
or something.
You can even get some Beastmen from like AOS or Fantasy and like one of those big. Didn't they have a tree, like a crazy big tree thing? Like a miniature, like a model.
Death Guard have that big like bong thing.
Sure, I guess that's true. The plague furnace.
But the plague furnace. But you could make it like an industrial size version of that.
That'd be so cool.
Just spewing out pollution and stuff.
Just have like a little smoke machine.
Yeah. This is my home base. Like it's like that is such a cool idea.
That's cool.
And I don't know if that really breaks the game.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. Because nobody's interacting with your home objective like at all.
Yeah,
like they're just going and touching it to like do something later if they have anything.
Whatever.
It's just like there. And you're using the outside to maybe hide a little bit.
Oh, that's such a cool idea.
Yeah, it is. It's cool.
That's such a cool idea.
You're welcome.
So leagues. We're not just talking about my league. I'm really talking
just leagues in general.
Leagues in general.
And they happen all over the world.
Yes, they do.
And they are massive. Like some leagues are crazy. They grow, and they'll have like a set they'll have a set period of time, and sometimes they'll run 2 or 3 seasons in a year. And they're all sorts of different shapes and sizes.
Yes.
How often you play the game, what the rules are for like changing your list up, right? Because some leagues will be like, oh, if you lost a game or whatever, change your list. Like who cares?
Right.
Like you're not. But if you win, you have to keep the same list, like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
so
exactly right. Yeah. And you can do narrative leagues, like Ridvan was saying, that the guys out west, I'm going to say Red Claw?
Red Claw?
My Red Claw campaign? Oh man, I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but basically these guys out west, or maybe mid-prairies Canada maybe, they run a campaign in chapters, in essence, in storylines where they run it for a season. They take that narrative and it impacts the following season.
That's awesome.
and then those characters, heroes, whatever, are carry into the next season of it. So it's a lot more intense, a lot more narrative, but it's
Get invested, you know?
Yeah, it's a really cool storytelling. Others are map-based. Like both you and I love this.
Those are campaigns, or
both you and I love this. Vogan. Vogan is
campaign.
The best.
You know, I rewrote it for 10th?
I've rewritten that for. It came out in 4th edition.
No, it was 3rd.
Was it
late
3rd?
3rd, yeah. Because it was City Death.
Yeah.
It was
so it was late 3rd.
Sorry, it was Cities of Death, not City Fight. City Fight.
I think I've run it 6 or 7 times.
I love it. It's my favorite one. I love it. But you know what's really funny? I wrote the rules, and I was like, I took the rules from 4th. Yeah. Like this is because campaigns. Usually there'll be like an arbitrator or somebody who like rewrites rules or sets it up or whatever. So your local place might have something that runs like this. But I rewrote the rules. I took all the missions from the old Cities of Death book.
Okay.
Right? And I rewrote them for 10th.
Nice.
But guess what the objectives were?
What were the objectives?
Buildings.
Oh, so
because it was 4th.
It was your idea.
I was like, no, that was from 4th. It was from 4th. I'm not going to take credit
11th edition, my idea.
But remember the mission where it was like, whoever holds the building at the end of the game wins? There was like 2 or 3 missions.
Yeah.
And if nobody held it, you fought to the death.
Oh, that's so cool.
That mission was in the pack. And so there was a couple of Tau players and a World Eater player, and every time there'd be like 2 berserkers in this building and a bunch of firewars, and it'd be like, game ends, we fight. I was there like, no.
That is hilarious. That's so good. That's so good. I ran a Vogan campaign where they had this specific Imperial Guard player. So we went through a round, and then I just like, man, I think I have this burning idea. I'm just going to do it. I reach out to him, only him, okay?
Right.
And tell him that this guy, you're getting a message from an unknown, and he wants to open communications with you. And he's like, the hell's this? Like, okay, sure. I say yes. And the idea, it was a rogue psyker. I set up an entire story. I still have it. I'm not going to read out. It's a little bit long. And there's a meeting between one of his heroes from his army and this rogue psyker. And he says his master has been watching him, and he's seeing long story short, he gets offered a free unit for his next game. Free. So a squad of guardsmen.
Sure.
That's it. That's the only. It's like, he goes, yeah, I'll take a free guardsman unit, right? And he gets the guardsman. I bring in the models, and they're a little sharper, a little bit more, grim. And it's like, these guys are seeing it rough. Have seen better days. But that ragtag force joins your army for free for your next game. He goes, all right, whatever, sure, yeah, I'll take it. Next chapter, another interaction. It's like, and slowly, I start basically bribing him to fall to chaos.
That's awesome.
The storyline,
really cool.
The storyline ends with his regiment building shrines narratively in the barracks and sacrificing me as he falls to chaos, and he actually changes teams in the campaign.
That's so
he
amazing.
flips from Imperial to Chaos, and all his territories fall to Chaos, swinging it to the Chaos team.
That's terrible. There were signs. As soon as Billy started cutting
As soon as there was an extra little tentacle coming out of here.
You could see it. It was right there.
Anyway, you can have a lot of fun with leagues and campaigns and everything like that.
Yeah.
Ours, we affectionately call it the Dad's League. What we're specifically doing is pretty much a format that's been done in Southern Ontario to death. And it works functionally. The reason why we call it a Dad's League is each round is 3 weeks. So the player is assigned an opponent, and now that player and that opponent pick a day, drop a pin in it, and play that game
3 weeks.
Within that 3 week
Correct.
period.
Which is awesome because it allows you to go around your schedule.
Exactly right, and hence the dad part of that. Like you could go around Little League, you could hockey lessons, whatever it is you're doing in the background, wife. You can work around that. 3 weeks is a nice time. And then the amount of rounds is dependent on the amount of players that are participating in the league. Ours are typically 5 rounds because we usually have about 30-ish or so players in the league. So it stretches over basically 5-ish months.
Yep.
It's a long haul process. Yep. And because of that length of time, when you do lose a game, like Ridvan said, you're able to adjust your list. With ours specifically, the adjustment is you could actually pick a completely different army.
Nice.
You don't even have to stay within your army.
Yeah, it keeps you like, if you're like not feeling something, you can just do something else.
You started a new project and you're like, ooh, I don't like this.
Yep.
I'm less excited about this now. Don't worry about it. It's such a long period of time. I do not want people to be locked in for that length of time on something they're not feeling anymore. So you're able to adjust your list when you lose. Up till about the last 2 rounds of the league, then your list is locked at whatever you're at.
Yep.
But that's like 3 months before you do that, and there it is. Is there another adjustment period? Yes. So what happens when there's a rules drop midway through a round or throughout the league? Don't worry about it. We finish off that round, and then at the start, before the start of the next, everyone is able to adjust their list. With that adjustment, you have to stay within faction. So you can't change your army.
It means that like, if there's points adjustments or like any balance updates or whatever, it just allows you to kind of stay
tweak
with the chain, because the it does feel bad when everybody is playing like the current hammer and you are stuck with like old hammer.
Well, and the adjustments are there to be able to give you options in your list that were not options before.
Yep.
Have fun with your toys. Even if you're winning, adjust away, right?
Yep.
You want to adjust it for the next round. The rules dropped, adjust away. So everyone now equally has fun. This isn't about punishing people for success. It's about everyone having a good time throughout it.
Agreed. It is a lot of fun. Like
it is.
And I really enjoy. I've enjoyed every league and campaign I've played. I like tournaments and leagues and campaigns. It's just another way to play and hang out, which is super fun. Yeah. So reach out to your local organizer, folks would know who that is.
Yep.
And see when your next one is.
Yeah, exactly. And it is local, so guys out in the wide world, obviously you're not going to care so much about this, but we will be streaming it here on the channel. So for the people who want to be streamed, it'll be called League Games, and they'll hop on camera and they'll play their League game on stream. So look forward to that. If you haven't done so, subscribe so you can be invited to that sort of thing. Thumbs up, yeah. Even hype apparently is
it's a new thing.
It's a newish thing. Yes, it's less new now, but definitely hype away, please, please hype. So leagues, absolutely phenomenal way to. And what I love about these style of leagues is it's a nice way where the what I'm going to refer to as the casuals meet the competitives, and they start interacting. And the reason why I love that is we're blessed with so many wonderful players here in Southern Ontario. A lot of them are really good people, and to have people that are kind of shy interacting with people who play really well and then just show them, it's like, oh yeah, no worries, man. We're not playing under a real time limit, right? We have until roughly the store closes. So whatever, let's just play our game and I'll help you out as much as I can, but obviously
it's a great learning experience and teaching experience.
Yeah.
And I
What's your tagline now?
Play to learn, play to teach. That's right. It's like I feel like I had this epiphany the other day. I was walking, I was like, that's literally what I do. I was like, it feels right.
Yeah. And it's a great way to look at the league, is basically what it boils down to.
Super fun.
Yeah, super fun. All right, and now let's talk about the last thing. Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay, so
you know this.
We're gonna go with guest.
So tell me what your list is.
I could go with mine if you want.
It's okay.
You want to say best for last?
We're going to talk about some...
Best for last? Or
best for last. Best for last is fine. Stinky boy goes last, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about the sort of concepts of what we're thinking of running for our league, because we're excited about the new edition. Yep. And so we're trying to express that with the list that we're playing.
You got it.
Okay. So I've decided to run my Dark Eldar. I do have access. Hey, I have access to Black Templars, may I add. And guess which is my favorite unit?
Guess.
The Hammerful Bunker.
I can't get out of here. That was like a thing you did. Whatever. You're a good player. Yes, you can polish any turn and win with it. Congratulations.
So I decided to play my Dark Eldar mainly because it's the start of an edition, So at the start of an edition, I like playing as many games as I can
Yeah.
to get used to just game mechanics. Like, I don't really care about winning or losing at the start of an edition. I want to learn my disposition very, very well, or the dispositions I'm interested in. And the only way I'm going to do that is by playing lots of games against lots of opponents. And one of the ways I do that is by building a list that is very varied. So I have quite literally built a list that's almost one of everything, because it's going to give me lots of rules interactions, lots of units to play around with. Is it the most efficient? Probably not. But I can use this as a baseline to then find out what I like and what I find efficient within the system.
Is this actually your 2,000 point list?
I've got like 2 units.
Okay.
That
Yeah, fair
I've
enough.
got like two or three units that are duplicates, because I have a second Ravager and another Venom and another.
So what we did was we just put the
unit
onesies of stuff on the table. So we're going to put it on a turntable to get a better look at it. Where do you want to start?
Oh, we're going to put it on a turntable.
How about the highlights? Give me
right,
3 things that are just like amazing.
Amazing that I really, really enjoy. Okay, so I'm playing a Realspace raid. So either that or Sky Splinter Assault. But I really want to play Realspace raid.
Okay.
Which is like the traditional one of everything in a Drukhari army. Coven, Witch Cult,
That's
and
the
Kabalite.
RSR
Correct.
thing that you sent me. Okay.
And this time I've decided I kind of want to try it with the Kabalite Agonysts detachment, which is the less loved detachment of the 3 1-pointers that we got. Because we got a Witch Cult one, which is amazing, the Coven one, which is quite good, and the Kabalite one, which is like meh, right? But I want to run Realspace raid with the Kabalite one. So let's start with something that you don't see very often, which in...
So is this guy back?
Well, not necessarily back, but if we have, so right now, Mr. Homunculus got a point decrease in the new edition, and he's running with a unit of racks. There's 5 racks. Why? Because of the battle shock mechanics, number 1. So battle shock mechanics are something that I think it has a big impact in the new edition of the game.
It seems like we both think so, yeah.
The Homunculus has a leadership debuff aura, so it's a 6-inch aura of -1 leadership, which combos very well. So he has to get nice and close. He does have some really good precision weapons, so he can go out and like snipe a character out and whatnot.
That's super sweet.
And I haven't gotten to use his pain ability in 10th edition. So every Dark Eldar unit has a pain ability where they spend a pain token and they can do something cool. The Homunculus one was in your command phase, spend a pain token, bring Rax back. But in 10th edition, Rax died.
Yes.
And guess what they do in 11th edition?
Die.
They also die.
Yeah.
But what stays alive more often than not? The Homunculus, with even if a few wounds. So I get to use his ability and then consequently try and battle shock you again and stuff like that, right? So it's like a 110-point investment with a little regenerating unit.
Recurring racks
correct.
and battle. More importantly, recurring racks to keep the battle shock.
Correct. And they're also high OC. So they're like a nice little
OC2?
unit. OC2 each, except for the Homunculus. And on top of that, I'm splurging on an enhancement. Once per game, he has a mini Shadow in the Warp that's 12 inches from him.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it's a mini in my shooting phase. So it actually works out because it's in my shooting phase. So I can set it up. I can yeet a Venom up or something, get a bunch of units, and just have a little aura bubble of battle shock. Everything within 12 takes a battle shock. Spend a pain token to make it an additional -1. And if he's within 6, it's going to be at -2.
Oh.
Right? And if you're a Psyker and you fail a battle shock test, you take D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, that is so
it's
gross.
like a cool little thing that I haven't really used since early 10th edition, because back in the day, in the index days, it was there just to stop an interrupt or a fights first on like Custodes or something.
So it's -1 with the spending of a CP.
Of a pain token.
A pain token. Is that until your next command or just that moment?
So it's a pulse.
So it's just that moment.
It's a pulse.
And then it is a definitive -1 as a passive.
If he's within 6. So he can like jump in. And then don't forget you can advancing disembark from a Venom. So you could be in a Venom.
Because open top.
And no, it's just a Venom pain ability for the Venom
sorry.
is it can move 14, advance, then disembark, and then you could do it, right? So yeah, it's really cool.
That
so
is.
So it's a cool little like disruption piece, which wasn't really something I liked back in the day, but I really like it nowadays. I think it's very, very good.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do, just so you know, is I'm going to take his list. I'm going to post it in the details of this stream. If you don't see it right now, don't worry. It will be there in the next few hours. I'll do the same for my list. just for those who are curious. And now we go into...
So this is the next sort of like core part of the list, which is the second sort of like pillar of the Dark Eldar, is a Succubus and a unit of 10 Witches. So the Succubus also has an enhancement in this list, which gives her +1 attack, +1 AP. So it brings her to 8 attacks with AP 3. And if I pay a pain token when she fights, she goes to 9 attacks, AP 4. With 4 rerolls to hit, 4 rerolls to wound against character
This is
units,
just a Succubus.
Precision.
This is not Lilith.
That's just a Succubus.
Just Succubus.
Just a Succubus.
Okay, just
she actually gets more attacks than Lilith, which is really funny.
There's nothing wrong.
And
everything's fine.
And now I wanted to show off that the always leading ability kicks in, because when she's leading a unit, her whole unit gets sustained hits. So it combos now. Even if you've killed all of the witches, she will always be getting sustained hits. So I really like that. And she's like in Realspace Raid, also the fact that you can use stratagems on units in transports now.
Right, right.
There's a cool stratagem that allows you to pick 2 units of witches to give them auto 6 advance. But now you can pick them while they're in the transport, which you happen to disembark 6 inches from. So they go 6-inch disembark, 14-inch move. That's 20 inches from the raider. And then with a pain token, they can advance and charge and get built-in reroll charges. Which, and they're all OC too. So
and they're all OC too, which
right.
is extremely important because you can battle shock and reduce. Not any OC will matter
correct.
at that point.
Anyway, so that's like the second pillar. It's really fun.
Okay. All right. seems good.
Seems
nice
fun.
little shredder.
Seems fun. Yeah, it's a little shredder unit. They're very vulnerable to Overwatch though.
Well, they are elves.
Yeah, they are elves. Exactly.
With basically no armor save.
So so the next element is my Archon and a unit of Kabalite Warriors. So Archon Skari himself with a Soul Trap and his Djinn Blade. And that is technically a Venom Blade for those folks of you that are very versed in WYSIWYG. So the Archon has a Battle Shock, anti-Battle Shock mechanic, can remove Battle Shock once per game for a unit within 12, which is very useful. Has a command point discount, so their unit can use any stratagem for -1 command point.
That's nice.
And the enhancement I've given him is if he's on the battlefield, I can either roll a dice, I think, and get a command point on a 4+, or spend a command point and automatically get spend a pain token and automatically get a command point. So he just walks around the battlefield and he gives me a command point every turn. In addition, there's a really cool stratagem called Strike and Fade, which is just Fire and Fade. Because it's 2 command points, I can use it on him for 1 command point. So they can move out, shoot, and then run away. Combines well with a bunch of stratagems. Number 1, shoot and remain hidden, which is one that his unit can do. Shoot, which is awesome. Or, you know, I could do one of them, right? Because you can only use 1 stratagem per phase.
Yes,
right?
that's right.
So you have to like pick
very
and choose.
Impactful. You can't,
very impactful.
You
can't just stack. So you have to choose which one you want. However, you could do like ignore cover just with your Kabalites when they're shooting. So and with a pain token, that whole unit that he's with rerolls hits and wounds against things on objectives, which just happen to be very big and very important.
Yes.
Yep.
Man, -1 ballistic skill just from cover now is
impactful.
Very.
Yeah.
When you're talking crappy armor saves like Orcs and Eldar, it is
a big deal.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Very big deal. Okay, so
that's like a little, and then of course, my boo. This is Lady Malys herself, and Lady Malys is running around with a Hand of the Archon.
Look at this guy. You painted this?
Yeah. It's not finished, I don't think. I don't feel it's finished.
I think
she's almost done, but she's not finished.
She's looking very pretty, man.
Thank you.
Oh, it looks awesome.
I like the hair.
Yeah, I think
the new models do help themselves a lot. So I've really enjoyed painting. I feel like my painting has improved in the last 30 years.
Definitely, she looks really, really sweet. All right, tell me about the auto include that is Malys.
So Malys has a Vectora. Of course, a vector is a way that we use to describe an ability that disrupts the cost of command points. All vectors have changed in this edition to you pick a stratagem that is getting used once per turn to increase its cost.
Yeah. It's not everything.
It's not every stratagem used every. It's a little bit more of a resource you have to use.
Yeah.
She also has a redeploy, so she can pick 3 of my units before we roll to see who goes first, and I can redeploy them. So pick them up, put them anywhere on the board.
Amazing.
Very good.
Right off the bat.
Yeah. She also is an absolute powerhouse in close combat. She will kill things. She's very good. her unit is a Hand of the Archon. Now, the Hand of the Archon has a fun little ability that allows me to pick an objective after we see who goes first at the start of the first battle round, and I get to say that's an important objective. And every model in my unit will become OC3 on it. And they get a 5-up invulnerable save. Right? Malys is OC2, so she goes from 2 to 3. The Sergeant is OC1, will go to 3, and it has a little banner that makes him OC4. So Malys and just that one model are 7 OC on that objective.
Wow.
Now, then you combine it with a Venom, which splits the unit into 2 units. So then you can pick 2 different objectives because those 2 different units. So
Is that really how that works?
Yeah, the 2 new units. So then you have one unit that picks one and one unit that picks another. So you can have an aggressive hand and you can have a defensive hand. And that unit has Scout, which is an upgraded thing now. So you can either deploy a unit on the table and then scout it forward after you know who goes first, or have it in strategic reserve and then see who goes first and then deploy it into your deployment zone, because Scout is important. Really combos well with her redeploy, because I can put units out, redeploy all my scouts into reserve, see who goes first, and then redeploy them onto my deployment zone after I know who goes first.
Oh, that's very cool. That is very, very cool.
So she's like a really cool little technical piece, but for all the dispositions, a lot of them say, hold your expansion objective.
Yes.
What's better than holding your expansion objective than 5 models that are OC15?
Yeah.
Right? That can hide behind a wall.
And you
right?
honestly want to keep her alive for as long as possible.
Correct.
So you're only using her at the moment where she is most impactful, most
Correct.
relevant.
Now, the rest of this, those are like some of the main things in the list. The rest of the list, of course, you have to have some things in there that allow you to screen and go get secondaries. I've got a couple of units of Mandrakes. They're very useful. They have lone operative 18, so even if they're out in the open, you have to be close to shoot them. They're very good at just staying in the back and waiting, and then they can be put back into strategic reserve, so they can be uppy-downied, as we like to say, for the cost of pain tokens. Which in this detachment, unlike the other ones, you start the game with pain tokens. You get 2 pain tokens for each pair, up to a max of 6. So Succubus and Witches, 2 pain tokens. Archon and Kabalites, 2 pain tokens. Homunculus and Rax, 2 pain tokens. So I start the game with 6 pain tokens. So it's one of the only times I can actually pick them up at the end, like at the end of the first turn, and like put them up in reserve.
Right.
Can't bring them in turn 1 if I go second, but that's something else. So that's them. So a good little couple of units there. Then a unit that I didn't really like too much in 10th edition Codex. I liked him in the Index, not as much in the Codex. But Drazar the Master Blades and a unit of Incubi. Of course, we talked about 6-inch pylons and consolidates, which I think is very important. They are very good. Go in, they mulch little infantry units. Like, they're very good at killing just infantry. Drazar can punch above his weight class.
Elite infantry, though. They could carve up that.
They
no
do.
problem.
They're 2 damage each. He has lots. He has like reroll hits and wounds against wounded targets and things. Like he's pretty punchy. The biggest thing I like about that is the 6-inch pylon and consolidate for overrun fights or whatnot. And
just the positioning.
The biggest thing is now when you consolidate on an objective, there's no center to kind of go to. You can just move on that objective wherever you want to go. So you can fight things on objectives and there's nothing nearby. You just go 6 inches this way or that way. And it gives them a lot of leeway on those large pieces of terrain to make him more relevant in the game.
Yeah, fair enough.
And even if you kill all his incubi, he still counts as leading. So he gets that 6-inch pylon consolidate, which I think is very powerful. Mechanics like that. So that's the main core. Of course, you can never leave home without a unit.
I hate these. I hate these so much.
A unit of Scourge.
I hate these so much.
Just keeps your opponent honest.
It's stupid.
Right? Like the
keeps them honest by being dishonest.
Well, you can't just go out into the open, or you might get Dark Lance to do. So I've been trying them with Heat Lances, but for this list, I'm probably going to run them with Dark Lances. Heat Lances are very aggressive AP4. Now that cover doesn't give you a bonus to your armor save.
Right, so you don't need it.
AP4
is okay.
Is like
it's nice. Awesome.
It's very good. Unless you have an invulnerable save.
It
just goes through your. If I hit and wound, it's just gonna do damage. But it is close range, so then they're more vulnerable to getting overwatched. But because of the way the terrain works, unlike 10th, there's not like a corner that gives you sight lines across the entire battlefield anymore.
Right.
You have to sort of either move into the middle and be very vulnerable to see most of the stuff, or you have to sort of dominate one sort of section of the battlefield. So that's where Scourges, instead of running like 3 units, I've only found myself running like 1, right? Because they can only really dominate an area. They have hits on 4s weapons with heavy, so they take advantage of a couple of new mechanics, like moving 3 inches to take advantage of the heavy rule to get +1 to hit to offset the cover, and then also using the fly rule to essentially go infinitely vertical to get access to plunging fire. So if you can modify those 2, you're actually hitting things in cover better than you used to.
Oh my God, yeah, I didn't even think about that. The interaction where you can just move up. Oh, I'm going to sacrifice 2 inches. Who cares? I'm just going to go up there, plunging
so
fire.
Vertically, as long as you don't move horizontally more than 3, you can move vertically infinitely, and it allows you to do some cool plunging fire effects as well. So Scourges are very good. They're like a technical assassin for like a big monster or something.
That is so good. Cool. Okay.
So
yowzers.
Cool little technical
I'll put that right there.
But they are vulnerable to getting murdered, like they always are.
Well, like
at least they don't have to worry too much about indirect fire.
Yeah, I find that when you're looking at AP of your army now, if it's like AP2 or AP1, it's actually way better than it was before. Like it's
even AP0 against like guardsmen and stuff because they don't get +1 to their save.
Fair enough, but AP1 is super good. Like it's like
Believe me, the next thing we're going to talk about loves those things. So a couple of venoms. The use of dedicated transports has changed in the Drukhari army. The venom is iconic. It is mainly now its role is to split the units that I want to split. Because the characters have to be joined to a unit in list creation, which is a big change. But now I can use the 2 venoms I have to either split the Kabalites and have like 2 little Kabalite squads, split the witches if I want that, split the hand if I want that, and I can pick and choose kind of what I want to split at the game, right? Then they become more of a mission piece where I can empty it out because I don't want them to die and they're very fast. However, into something like a unit of Marines, AP1, anti-infantry 3+2 damage like heavy bolters, now will kill Marines, even if they're in cover. It just has to hit, right? So very useful, still little assassin-y units as well. The workhorse, though, of the dedicated transports is my Raider. The Raider, iconic. It is a transport with an anti-tank cannon, which is, since 3rd edition was always the funniest thing. It had like the best gun and was the squishiest thing.
It's such a beautiful model. Like the design of Drukhari is just
the boats. I love it. It's honestly
awesome.
So this is the thing about it is so versatile, which is why I like it. If you put racks in it, it can get more attacks in close combat. If you have Kabalites in it, it'll stick you an objective. If you have witches in it, you can disembark 6 inches. If you have any unit in it, it can reroll advances and charges if you need to get somewhere fast, right? So like it's such a versatile piece on the table, and so I just love having at least 1 Raider. They're hard to hide though because they're so big. So if you have more than 2, like in a lot of the layouts, it's hard to like hide them. But they also have deep strike, so you don't have to deploy them. You can always bring them in from reserve. Like,
well, it's also a crazy thing to take advantage of the pivot rule.
Yeah, the new pivot rule. You don't have to pay for pivot. That's like old school. You just put it like this on the line.
Over there. Like you just gain all this.
That's right. It's like, actually like 3 inches.
It is insane.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun for me.
Fun.
Fun for me. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. How did the elf bad touch you?
Yeah, so, it's a transport. Yeah, long transports are so
they're very good. So then we have a couple of Reaver jet bikes. They are very good for scoring secondaries.
There we go.
And very good for board control. They, of course, are equipped with a heat lance, which is just an anti-tank cannon, an anti-tank gun that's Melta 3 AP4, strength 14. Like it's actually very good. And they fly very fast. Pain token lets them go 24 inches in a straight line with an advance. And they're OC 2 each, so they're really good at like going, taking away objectives, being in a place, pressing buttons.
That is literally their best thing.
It is awesome.
A combination of speed and just to perform actions.
Correct.
A smaller unit.
If I was running the Exhibition of Slaughter, which is the mini witch cult detachment instead of the Cabal one, which is still I'm debating which one I want to take. I would have a command point to allow them to advance and still do actions, which would be very fun as well.
Very, very.
But I would probably do that more if I was playing Recon, because that has more actions than priority assets.
Right, because this list
is
priority
more
assets.
Priority assets, which allows me to be more localized. And so I'd only need them to go fly, do a secondary which wouldn't necessarily mean actions.
Yeah.
Then you can't leave home without a little bit of punch. I brought a couple of Talos. Realspace Warrior has a fun stratagem for -1 damage against Coven units.
Sorry, -1 damage against Coven.
Correct.
Okay,
so they can beat their toughness 7 wounds, 5 feel no pain.
Fair enough.
I gave them Heat Lances, so they have the Strength 14, Melta 3 super cannons.
That rule, primarily to protect themselves, I imagine.
Correct. Yeah, well, also the Rax, like I could do it to keep the Homunculus alive.
Yeah,
which then would bring back Rax later.
Yeah.
So like there's
if you're
options.
kind of like moving as a center.
Somebody's shooting me with a bunch of heavy bolters, I'll make them all AP1, like one damage or whatever.
Yeah, fair enough.
Them alive, right?
Fair enough.
So the Talos, 3 damage attacks with its gauntlet, a Flamer, which is AP1, anti-infantry 3+ twin linked. So a nice little Overwatch threat just to have in the back pocket. Pain token to fight on death on a 2+. So if you do charge them, they get to fight you. Potentially, and do damage when they go down, and twin-linked Melta cannons, basically, which is good. And they're 5 attacks each at a 3 damage, so really good against Terminators and like stuff like Sanguinary Guard. And
so you definitely have enough tank busting in the list.
Correct.
For sure.
It's
at least 3 sources.
Something I learned back when I was a kid was to not necessarily build redundancy in my list with copy-paste. It's you build redundancy in your list with different things that do the same thing but differently.
To bring other abilities into it.
Not just to bring other abilities, but to obfuscate the power of any one unit. So like, my list might only have 4 Dark Lances in this Scourge unit, right? But I have 4 Dark Lances here, I have a Blast Pistol here, I have a Blaster here, I have a Heat Lance over here. So I really have 8 to 10 anti-tank weapons, but they're just in different spots and like kind of different in a way.
And you feel that I mean, 8 anti-tank weapons is
No,
a strength in and of
I
itself,
was using it as an example. As in like.
But you said obfuscate. So obfuscate by definition means to kind of like hide,
correct. But
deceive.
It's not a Dark Lance. Does that make sense? It's still an anti-tank weapon, but people will go Dark Lance.
Right. So Scourges will draw attention, but the guys with the little
But those guys have just as much ability to kill something as the big Dark Lance. It doesn't stick out to you. But I still have a lot of what I need. It's just not necessarily in your face.
Right.
That's right.
Sort of like the distraction card effects approach to playing the game.
Last but not least, the list that I'm thinking about
trying to grab this and making sure I don't break anything.
It is all magnetized as well, So I've brought 2 Ravagers. Ravagers are quite nice. I really like them. They get 4 rerolls to hit against targets that haven't taken any damage yet.
It looks sweet.
So that one is equipped with 3 Disintegrator Cannons, which are
more anti-infantry.
AP3, Strength 6.
Anti-elite infantry.
Correct. In the mini detachment, they are Cabal, which means they just get sustained hits, non-monster, non-vehicle, with 4 rerolls to hit, with Strength 6, 2 damage, AP3.
They don't have blast, right? They don't, right?
Not blast. It's just 3 damage. It's 9 shots in that from that thing.
Still enough
for 100 points. It's very good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then I have another one with Dark Lances. More expensive because you have to pay for the Dark Lances now.
Yeah.
But I have another one with Dark Lances that sort of helps complement the Scourge. In a more direct, like durable role, where I can like poke its little nose somewhere and get a shot at without having to get my Scourges really close to the enemy. And that in and of itself is my list. I have a little bit of everything. It's designed to play priority assets quite well. So hold an objective, stop my opponent from taking it away from me, and have the ability to go and like kill stuff that's necessarily like coming to me as well. Both anti-tank and anti-infantry. So what I've tried to do within a league is like, I'm taking a bit of everything, not only to learn it, but also because I have a little bit to fight tanks, I have a bit to fight monsters, I have a bit to fight infantry, and it should give me enough tools that no matter who I play on whatever mission and table, I should have the tools to do it.
No, that sounds amazing. Yeah. I love when people build lists with purpose. I mean, I ask a question, why'd you bring that? And if you could answer it with, well, it's because of this, right? That's awesome. Obviously, Ridvan's been plays extremely competitively, so his is a very, very polished approach, but also a journey of discovery because he's interacting with the new game mechanics.
Yep.
And although theoretically or anecdotally, because you've played now a few games.
Yeah, I played a lot of Recon though. So I played a lot of Recon. So this is me testing. Like I've played priority assets with a different faction, like Space Marines. but I haven't played it with my Dark Eldar.
Point is, you're still kind of discovering, figure out what works. All right, so let's go to the other end of the spectrum, which is myself. Now, Ridvan's probably going to tell me how my army plays, to be fair. Now, I'm going to say this. He did not build my list. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, you didn't.
I have to. You're welcome. I have to give you some sort of agency.
So, I really wanted to play orcs for this league. I love orcs. I got into them big time in 3rd edition when Brian Nelson, gentlemen, hopefully he's still alive. If you're not alive for whatever reason, man, I miss you. Hopefully he's still alive. He's a young man, Dan. He still should be alive.
Was it also Andy Chambers?
Well, Andy Chambers was Old Guard, so we're now talking like Andy Chambers is 2nd, 3rd. I think he left around 4th, maybe.
It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
But I remember he did orcs, and then Speed Freaks was in the Armageddon.
That's correct.
And then the 4th edition book was when they brought Fearless in.
Yeah, he was the guy who created Ghazghkull Thraka.
Right.
Was Andy Chambers' war boss.
Right.
That was his campaign. That was his war boss against Jervis. When they fought games, it's Ghazghkull is obviously part of Games Workshop, but it was his character.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
I miss that guy. He still designs games.
Andy Chambers.
Super healthy.
I message him on Facebook every once in a while because we run Battlefleet Gothic games, and he was like the father of Battlefleet Gothic.
I just love his design.
Yeah, and so I send him pictures, be like, hey, we're playing Battlefleet Gothic, and he's like, I can't believe that game's still trucking. Such a fun.
So for you that don't know, Andy Chambers also designed Dust.
He also was a lead writer on StarCraft 2.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, he helped.
Doesn't surprise
StarCraft
me.
2. Yeah.
Oh, man, that game is good. Oh man, later we'll talk about StarCraft. We are getting into the shop. We will probably be streaming games for that as well. We're not talking about that right now. Back on. It's like, all right, so I really wanted to play orcs. But my bandwidth right now is preoccupied with building terrain and getting it ready for the league. So initially, I wanted to pick my other favorite thing, which I absolutely adore, Chaos, and more specifically, Nurgle. Now, I play this in AOS, so I had a bunch of demons, loved demons. And demons really got quite an uplift in this edition, primarily because, of course, our beloved Battleshock. Battleshock is I love control mechanics. So when I'm playing my aggressive armies, I actually really play them as control armies. I want to control your decisions of the game with pressure. I want to control your decisions of the game with positioning. It's more like a chess philosophy where I actively push and then force you to have to make moves responding to me.
Yeah, you want to turn your opponent into the reactor, and then it allows you to dictate.
This does not exactly do that.
Yeah.
But, not with speed anyway, but it does
it with butt, though?
It's a really good butt. Like, if you're into butts, buddy, let me show you a butt in the next one. The Battleshock mechanics in this army are absolutely phenomenal. So first off, if you're playing Demonic Legions, you're now talking about not the Shadow of the Warp, but what is it called? The Shadow, oh gosh.
Yeah, Shadow in the Warp.
Is it Shadow in the Warp?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Yeah,
cool,
the
cool,
Chaos Knights one is like Darkness or something.
Shadow of the Darkness?
I attack the darkness.
I attack the darkness. I have to actually read this. I haven't been playing this one single army for 20 years like some people.
Well, it's funny because you're running 2 detachments.
You're
running Plague Legion.
I am running Plague Legion and I'm running Warp. Hold on a second. Wait.
One of the 1 DP ones?
Yes. So the list, I'm going to bring it up. Again, I built this. Plague Legion and Warp Tide.
Okay.
So first we'll just talk about demons. So they have that Shadow of the Warp. My home objective is always in it.
Deployment zone.
Oh yeah, true enough. Right. Deployment zone, because it could be bigger than just the objective.
Yep.
Thank you. And then if I control 2 or more of no man's land objectives.
Half. Yeah.
So. It said 2 or more. But,
is it really? Well, that's half or more.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
All I expand the entire no man's land as in Shadow of the Warp. Now, what the heck does that mean? If I am in it, all my guys get +1 to their leadership.
Yep. Or leadership tests. Or whatever,
yeah, leadership tests, which is just
good. Excellent.
Absolutely amazing. Now, why? Demons typically have actually more or less a 7 like everyone else, but if they have a banner, they get a +1. And if they're now in the Shadow of the Warp, they get another +1. To my understanding, those still stack.
If it's on the roll, absolutely.
Yeah. So these guys be basically testing on Battleshock on 5s. 5.
Yeah, right? 7, 6, 5.
Yeah.
Which is the best. So 5+ is the best leadership modifier you can get for the stat.
Yeah.
But you can always, That's
exactly.
It's that's the leadership of a chaplain, which is like the best leadership.
Just amazing.
Yeah,
so rock hard, as I guess demonic beings should be.
Yeah.
Not really worried about their afterlife because they already know. They know. So what happens to the enemy while they're in the Shadow of the Warp is they get -1.
Yeah. That's already annoying. I'm leadership 7, so I'm going to be testing on 8s, which...
But across more than half the table.
It makes me sad.
That is amazing.
It's very good for you.
It is absolutely...
There's one more bonus and one more detriment.
Yes. So when I pass a leadership check, I heal D3.
Battleship, but yes, a
Battleshock test. Sorry, a Battleshock test. I heal D3.
On a monster.
On a... I thought it was any unit.
On any unit that's not Battleline.
That's not Battleline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then Battleline brings models back.
I was going to ask you that. There's a differentiation in
No, it's
AOS.
just in the rule. It's just for you. It just says if it's Battleline, you bring D3 models back instead.
Really?
Yeah. So like Nurglings are Battleline. They pass the Battleshock. You bring D3 plates back.
That's so good.
It's very good.
It's so good.
It's very good.
Yeah, that is so good. If that is like...
Yeah.
I was reading it, I'm like, am I just not reading this right?
No, it's good. And then for me is if I fail a Battleshock test, I take damage if I'm in the shadows.
Yes, you take D3 mortals.
Correct.
D3 mortal wounds, which is bonkers.
Which synergizes with what you're trying to do elsewhere. But let's understand that also every area within 6 inches of a greater demon
we
is
get that
also
point. We get
the
that point.
shadow,
We get that point.
and that's
We get that
just
point.
basic demons.
Yeah,
that's without any of your other
This
stuff.
is what he's talking about is demonic terror, which is a great name for anything. While an enemy unit is within the Shadow of the Warp, and or it's within 6 inches of a great unclean one, units from your army each time unit takes a battle shock, subtract 1 from that test. If that test has failed, suffer D3 mortal wounds.
Ouchies.
And that is awesome.
That's everything. Monsters, vehicles,
Yeah.
everything.
It's
nasty.
D3 destroyed models can be returned to that unit.
Yeah, for Battleline.
That's so good.
It's good with Nurglings, especially a big brick of 6 Nurglings. They don't kill all the Nurglings, and all of a sudden, it's back to 6 Nurglings. It's so stupid.
It's so good. It's so good.
I hate Nurglings with a passion.
Don't
I had
worry.
to play against like 36 of them the other day.
36? I thought about taking more. I thought about taking... I just love beasts. Anyway, we're going to talk about that. So that's the rule. We got the Shadow of the Warp in essence. And then it comes down to my 2 detachments.
Correct.
One's called Melancholic Miasma, which is while an enemy is within 9 inches, every command phase, mine, yours, I pick a unit that's within 9, take
Battle
a battle
shock test.
Take a battle
Which,
shock.
if I'm in shadows, it's going to be at -1. Right? That's already
And did you
sounding
fail
terrifying.
that? D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah, it makes me sad. Makes me very sad.
Some of them don't combine. I'm just making sure that
No,
this
that
one
one's
does.
absolutely.
This one combines.
It is a battle shock test.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take a battle shock. Fail that. D3 mortal
And
wounds.
it's in your command phase and
yours.
my command phase.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Yeah.
Is it in the command phase?
While the unit is within...
Do you pick it in the command phase?
I believe so. Units in each player's command phase, select one enemy unit
Right,
within...
so it's in the command phase.
Yeah.
Which means it's after I've potentially already taken battle shock tests. Which means you can make me double down if you really want to kill a unit.
I did not...
Because the battle
not
shock
see that.
test stage is
very
before
good.
the command stage, which is where all the in the command phase stuff happens.
this
So you have
sucks.
start of the command phase, battle shock tests,
So good.
right? And then command phase stuff, which would happen after, which is where like Shadows in the Warp and stuff happens.
Oh,
right?
timing's so important. That's
Correct.
awesome. That's fantastic.
So you could see something and be like, oh, that's the only thing that didn't fail? Take another one.
And then when you fail that, eat D3 mortal
Yeah,
wounds.
or something that already failed and lived with, say, 1 wound, be like, take another one. Because you can't take a battle shock when you're battle shocked.
So good.
So we're counting, right? So if you get nice and close, because you're gonna have like Nurgle demons and stuff, and stuff that scouts up and things like that. You're gonna make your opponent take 10 battle shock tests
in a game, assuming they're within 9.
Assuming which they should be, 10, just 10. Okay, start a counter, everyone. 10 right now.
It's not as bad as it could be.
Do you have a dice? I really want to count this.
10. Just remember 10.
Okay, I'm gonna write this
10
down
battle shocks right now so
just
far.
without doing anything. Oh my.
But I mean, like, it's not gonna be turn 1.
Yeah, because you have scouting beasts. What are you talking about?
Okay,
anyway.
give me a second. All right, so that's the melancholic.
You're making me give away the pot here.
I'm just get into it. All right, and then the other thing on the other detachment is called Shudderblink, which I freaking love the name of this. It just sounds so. You remember those creepy horror movies where they're like they're here in the corner, and all of a sudden they like teleport back close to you. And that's what these guys are doing. So what does that mean? What does that translate in the game? Is that my well, I'll just read it. My Legion's demonic battle line, so that's going to be primarily my Nurglings and my Plague Bearers, have basically assault with their shooting weapons.
They don't have any.
They don't have any.
Yeah.
But more importantly, they can advance and charge.
Which is great.
Which is phenomenal. Not because in the classic like Blood Angel sense or Terminator sense where you're there to rip face, because these guys are not necessarily going to do that.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily going to do that. But free moves are incredibly good. I'm all about scoring primary, pinning you down.
You're green, so it's
I am taking
objectives, like taking points of the battlefield, being able to get closer with the 9, and be able to like interact when you get close.
Yes. So I have access to take and hold or reconnaissance. The way this is built right now, it's take and hold, really. Not my favorite disposition, but these guys play it super well, especially combined with Battle Shock. Holy cow. All right, so there it is. That's the detachment rules and, of course, the overall army rule.
Do you have any announcements?
Then we get spicy. Then we get spicy. So let's talk about what I tried to design here. I'm going to place, well, Gaio, I think, is on a break right now, but yeah, that's all good. I am taking 2 of these big boys. Great unclean ones. Mm-hmm. They both have enhancements.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on a turntable, and eventually you guys are going to be able to look at it in the next few moments. Cool. It is great.
Lad.
Actually, shout out, like I purchased this army from a customer, and he had, the reason why I did it, he had all the great unclean ones painted. Nice. His name is Edson Torelli. And
awesome.
A phenomenal painter. Yeah. But believe it or not, he could paint better than this. And because he actually kind of just wanted the army done, this is his just done. I'm like, I could copy this. So I then painted a stack of stuff, and our stuff all blends really, really well. He did a phenomenal job on that Great Unclean one, just straight up. All right, now let's look at the list. So first, the Great Unclean one has a Font of Spores. Now, the Font of Spores is, while a friendly demonic legion unit is within 6 inches of them, improve the armor penetration, so everyone gets an extra AP of 1.
+1. If they're within how long?
6 inches.
So, and it's within. So you can have 1 within. +1 AP, excellent. Makes your Plague Bearers hit better, makes your Bugs hit better, makes your Beasts hit better.
Absolutely.
He's like more of an aggressive, right?
It bumps him up to AP 3.
Nice. That's very good against Space Marines.
So that guy personally goes up to AP 3 on some very, very nasty weapons.
Is it only combat or is it also shooting?
Ooh, good point. But
it'll say it on there. It says either all attacks or it says melee attacks or
I don't have a lot of shooting, but okay. Improves the armor penetration characteristic of weapons equipped with models.
So even its flamer, his like little
his
flail, his vomit, and of every other graded demon around him as well.
My flies
and the
have
little
shooting.
Flies have little bombs.
Yeah, my flies have shooting.
+1 AP, which considering that a cover doesn't give you armor anymore, it makes anything it makes it more powerful. That's very good. Huge. That's very good actually. With a base size this big.
Yes, and why I put the auras on my Great Unclean ones is basically it. The second version of that is taking Droning Shroud.
I love that one.
Do you know it?
Oh, absolutely. He becomes a mini Be'lakor. It's great.
He's so good. So that guy right there, Nurgle units within 6 inches of the bear. A unit can only be targeted by range attacks if you're within 18.
It's great. That's like loan up 18 for your whole army.
Well, almost my whole army. Pretty much.
All the things
all the stuff that's out in the open.
All the things that can't get hidden. Yeah, let's just put it that way. Anything that can't get hidden.
So around that guy, including my Rotigus, which is also amazing. It's. Now, I can't see never not taking.
They have a couple of special rules, right?
They
have
do.
Like like rules that assist you. No, one of them. What is it?
So here's one of the things they could do. So the Greater Demon Aura ability, 6 inches. The unit within the army is in shadows. So even if you don't have shadow, even if I don't have it in
within 6 inches,
within 6 inches counts as shadows. And
Which
then,
is great for deep striking because you can deep strike. No, that's only in the other one.
No, it's not this one.
Yeah, it's in the other one.
Yeah, it's not this one. While a friendly Nurgle Demonica unit is within 6 inches, all this is around 6 inches, is add 1 to the toughness of the models.
What?
So he goes up to T13.
So does he.
Yeah.
Yeah, big guys go to 13. That's last cannons wounding on 5s, baby.
Plague Bearers go to T6.
Great.
Beasts of Nurgle go to T10.
That's insane. That's so good. It's very, very good. Yeah.
T10.
I know how that feels.
It's so good. It's so good. It's the reason why I wanted to take at least 2 of them, so that I could just put 2 and then measure 6 inches out, and I'm just like, these guys are going to die.
What's their OC?
OC5.
That's pretty good. So
Yeah,
you put
good
one
amount.
on tow in the terrain.
Yep.
Put another one. That's 10 OC with 2 models.
I
then you
mean-
have Rotigus nearby. Makes all everybody's OC worse.
The idea of the army is to battle shock as well.
Yeah,
so
fair.
when you're OC 0, like OC5 is
OC
cool. OC dash, sorry, that's right, not 0.
Important.
Dash. That's a big difference. Yeah, you're correct. All right, then the other thing he gets to do is this is really good, I think. Anyway, enemy within 12 inches of him, subtract 1. Okay, so up until the start of your next movement, subtract 1 from the toughness characteristic of the models in that unit. So you pick one. At the end of your movement, select 1 enemy unit within 12 until your next movement, subtract 1 from their toughness.
So they become like Death Guard, right? It's like that unit's -1 toughness.
-1 toughness. Even if I'm not interacting with you, I'm like, you're going to interact with me.
My Flamer gets better. My Nurglings can now wound you.
I'm going to make you less weak, so when you come at me, you're now really susceptible. Like
and
that
it's not an ability that says 1 unit with this ability per turn.
Correct.
So you can do both of them.
So both of them can go you and you.
Correct.
Yeah. Now it's very, very cool.
And you have some shooting, and you have some combat. Right, he's pretty good. He has a couple of different profiles.
He's decent in combat. The only downside is 7-inch movement.
Sure.
That's it.
That's it.
That's his downside.
I think the lumbering doom of them slowly coming at you.
I mean, he can't be perfect, right? He can't be perfect.
In Papa's Nurgle
he is
perfect.
I love these models, and
they look so cool.
In Age of Sigmar, there's no freaking way I can use 3 of them. But in beautiful 40K.
I see. You've just laid out your hand, my friend. Now you know why.
Oh, brother.
Fun models. Lionel likes his models.
I'm a Timmy. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes. Yeah, the old magic ones. Yeah.
I'm a Timmy John. So what does it mean? I love the experience of going out to events, meaning I don't necessarily judge an event or having a good or bad time on my performance. It's more like I am there to play people I haven't played with. Love doing that. Yep. Love interacting with amazing people. Do I play to win? I absolutely, unconditionally always play to win. But I love the experience of it. And the Johnny side of me is I love combining things that maybe people haven't thought of.
Love it.
Yeah, just that expression of mechanics and interacting with cool things. I'm not showing anything that people haven't discovered, but to me, it was just really cool.
Yeah, it's fun to see it be discovered by someone who's so passionate.
Yeah.
Because for you, this is new. And you're really looking forward to applying it in a new setting.
Yes.
So even though people know, they don't know.
Exactly.
Because it's a different setting.
No, it's super cool. All right, let's talk about Rotigus. This guy is gorgeous in Age of Sigmar. Guess what? He is equally gorgeous in the Grim Dark. And 22 wounds.
Yeah, he also has a he has a feel no pain, right?
All of them have feel no
six up?
pains.
Six
Yeah,
up
all of
feel
them
no-
have feel no
yeah.
pains of 6 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them have feel no pains. All right, so what's his shtick? So while a friendly Nurgle Demonica unit, so Nurgle units within 6, are counter shadows in the warp. So like a Great Unclean One, he casts a big shadow himself. And then now we get to this
Fart
very
cloud.
specific thing, which is at the start of the fight phase, you can select in one enemy unit within 24 inches and visible. This is important, and visible until the end of the phase. Each time an attack is made by my Nurgle units, models allocated to that model in that unit add 1 to the damage characteristic.
So you get +1 damage against a unit,
Yes.
which is really good when combined with something like these, which give you reroll wounds.
Yep.
So then you could like shoot them, get reroll wounds, +1 damage.
We haven't
send
got to that
beasts
point, but
in
yes.
That have like go from 2 to 3 damage, etc. etc. There's
beasts-
lots of really cool.
The beasts are like the thing
the secret souls.
I leverage most.
Of course.
We're building up to that.
Stay tuned. Folks.
Yeah, and while the enemy unit is within 6, this is the deluge of Nurgle. This is his rainfall because he's known as the Rainfather. Subtract 2 from the movement characteristic and subtract 1 from objective control of models. These are enemy models within 6.
Guess what? That is also
Yeah.
OC to a minimum of 0.
Yes, that one's 0, but not dash.
Yeah, correct. But
Yeah.
it means that you can go from 1 to 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just-
Yes.
Yeah, Rodriguez, very good. The minus movement, though, is probably one of the more powerful things because you can like get up close and they can't run away from you.
It's harder for them to
So
run
how
away.
much movement does it take away?
2.
2. Okay.
2 from the move.
2, right?
Yeah.
So what's the movement on a Votan Terminator?
On a really slow guy, what is it? 5 maybe? Maybe 4.
I think they might be some 4s. Maybe say an Obliterator.
40k doesn't typically have
So
4-inch moves.
combined with him
Yeah.
and that movement debuff,
Yeah.
you can trap things within your engagement range and they cannot get away.
It's-
If you have other units around, there's just no way they can escape engagement ranges. Like even a Space Marine goes to 4-inch movement, which means they just cannot run away,
Even
which
if
is insane.
they have a 6-inch move or a 7-inch move, deduct 2 from that. When they leave you, guess what they're still in?
Oh,
6
heroic
inches.
intervention.
Within 6.
Oh, yeah.
Which means all the Shadow of the Warp stuff,
Yeah.
heroic intervention on, because you no longer have to wait for an opponent to declare a charge. Are you within 6?
I'm
Yes.
gonna charge.
I'm going to charge you.
Yeah.
Because you cannot get away from me now. If you commit, we're snuggling.
He's a good snuggler.
Yeah, I was like, we're snuggling. I have 3 of these guys. Well, he's the only one that could do that, to be fair. But I think
Combining
between
is
all
very
of
good.
them,
I like his flamer a lot. His flamer is like one of my favorite flamers. Like
No, absolutely.
I think his flamer is not as like outwardly powerful, but it's a very good flamer.
well, the thing is, it is a very good flamer. It is a torrent. That's what's very, very important. So it means I don't have to roll to hit.
Yep.
It's a great Overwatch is basically
Yeah.
what it boils down to. 12 inches is absolutely phenomenal. 2d6 strength, 8 AP2, 1 damage.
Well, dev wounds is the big thing.
Yes,
because
sorry,
you just
that's
like
true.
you can just roll it to try kill a unit that's
Yep.
Whatever it is
Yep.
and get through invols and stuff. Yeah, I like Rodriguez a lot.
I love these big boys, and these are the bastions of the army that everything more or less kind of
Yep.
orbits.
Especially with
And-
take and hold, because you only have to hold like your expansion objective, maybe one in the middle, and so like your opponent.
It depends. When we interact, for instance, priority, right? It's priority. We're in inescapable. I think I have to hold 3. I have to form a triangle.
Up to 3.
Yeah, I have to form my
Yeah.
triangle.
But you
and just
hold. I
block
think
it.
you hold your home. So
Yes,
your home
yeah,
plus
exactly.
plus your expansion
Yep.
plus what like in the middle.
Exactly.
So like it's a little triangle, which is
Yeah.
usually what you're trying to do most of the time.
Yeah.
However, when you have the trifecta, it's like a linchpin that you can
Yeah.
kind of it's
Yeah, well, basically,
like
I'm in it for the wrestling.
I don't like that
I'm
at
here to
all. It's
wrestle.
not what I like to do.
I'm here to wrestle.
That's why I brought strength 14 guns. No,
What are you gonna do?
No toughness 13 for you.
I know it's still toughness 13.
No effect from toughness 13 for you.
Still, you can't deny my toughness 13.
That is also true.
Okay, so the army orbits around the planetoids that are the mountains of flesh that are these guys. And then let's get to, okay, we'll start off next with plague bearers because it's important. No, we're not. We're going to actually start with Nurglings.
Yep. How many did you bring?
I have 2 units of 3.
Okay.
Okay? And
they went up. The 3-man unit went up a little bit.
It was more because I opted for something else, and I'll explain that a little bit later. But I went with 2 units of 3. You never can go with, you cannot not take them, because that's,
well, number one,
they infiltrate.
You need infiltrate. Like I was going to say, like
you
have some scout in your army. With the new coherency rules, there is no more take 1 big infiltrator unit and take up the entire board.
No.
Which before, the roll would be like, oh, I roll, I win, I put my 20 models in the middle. You can't infiltrate anything. Now, with the
only despicable people do that.
Like me? Yes. Like Dustin?
Yes.
Yeah, you too, Dustin. With his 20 like hybrids.
Yeah.
Now it's a 9-inch bubble.
Yeah.
Right? And so you can only really stop the middle, one side or the other, from any infiltration happening.
Yep.
Which means that no matter what, unless you have 2 infiltrators, you want one to just block out a section, which mainly helps your scouts to get up into where you need them to go.
You need an avenue to be able to expand out. So the very first thing you want to drop, or the very first thing I'm going to drop, I shouldn't say I'm going to recommend to you, but I'll drop, if he outdrops me or goes first, I'll drop on this side to give me room to be able to expand out.
It also depends what deployment style you're playing on, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
there's a lot to it.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
The Nurglings are great for, they're OC 0, so they cannot really compete for primary at all. But they can do some secondaries, because they can still do that.
They're still units.
Yeah, they're still units. And they have little auras of -1 to hit.
Yeah, if you're in engagement range with them.
So,
and you're non-monster, non-vehicle, maybe everybody now. They used to be, they changed their data sheet. They also have a 5-up invul save now, whereas before they had a 6-up. So
they have a 5-up invul, that is correct. I thought the -1 was to everything, except Titanic.
Yeah, okay. So there was the exception.
Yeah, it's everything except Titanic.
Yeah, in engagement. Before it was a bubble, but it didn't work on monsters' vehicles, so they did switch it.
Here's the cool trick you could do. You could run charge a tank.
Yeah?
Right.
Tie it up?
When they fire out.
Little poop monsters?
When they fire out.
Is it melee attacks only?
Oh, no. I believe it's subtract 1 from hit rolls from... Oh, no! Why do you ruin my dream?
Tanks already suffer -1.
I don't care about that. What I wanted to do was drop... anyway, so I guess I'm still doing -1, but I wanted to want a -2, -3.
See, this is what we call a sentence.
Oh,
and you have to start on this end.
Terrible.
And then you go to the end, and then you just continue until there's a full stop.
Yeah. Let me tell you about that one time you got a roll.
Can I borrow your glasses?
All right, anyway. You can still charge tanks. It's not going to be as crazy as I was hoping,
also,
but still good.
They have access to the advance in charge because they're Battleline.
They're
like really annoying, and they're Battleline, so if they're in the shadows, they regenerate. So if you don't kill them all, they regenerate. Nurglings are, you have to kill them, because if not, they're just really annoying.
Tempted to make it 6.
Honestly, I would.
3 would allow me a little bit more spread.
I understand.
But I was tempted to make it 6.
The Battleline thing is the regenerating whole bases
is nuts.
Is so good.
Is absolutely nuts.
Like it's so I'll run like a whole unit in. I'll kill maybe 4 bases. It's very unlikely I can kill all 6 bases.
You do not have to go into it too hard, because if I make it 6, I'm going to tell you a reason why. This is how you build a perfect list. This is 1995, and you're like going, that's not
is it
perfect.
5 more points?
No. 1995 is not perfect, right? Except if I put both Nurglings units together, I have 14 units in my army.
Ooh, Nurgle.
And of course,
it's the 7, boys.
It's the 7, and on top of that, I get to regenerate all those bases. So
they have to send, and they're beasts, right?
No, they're swarms.
They're swarms.
They gotta be.
Do swarms benefit from hidden? I think swarms benefit from hidden.
Yeah, they are swarms.
Swarms, one of the units that benefit, swarms, beasts, and infantry that benefit from hidden. So you can actually put them in bases, and they're hidden.
Yeah.
They can go to ground.
They're just great.
They're just so good.
They're just so good.
They're never gonna shoot, so they're always gonna be hidden.
I mean, going into combat against these guys, when you're not able to stack strats, being at -1 to hit, and then the fact that you just bring back whole base is just...
It's very good.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
All right, so one of the main foundation of the army is Plague Bearers. Now, this is why I didn't take more Nurglings. I didn't take 36. Yeah. What I did instead is I took 30 Plague Bearers. So 3 units of 10? 3 units of 10. And I'll explain in a second why I did that. One of the things they have is Sticky. Sticky is not quite as good as it once was. Still very good though. And I love their wounds dense. I wish there was I lived in a timeline that I could reinforce this.
Are they only in 10s now?
They're only in 10s.
Oh, you can't take 20s?
I cannot take 20s.
That's like knowing you. I can only imagine how painful that is.
I would have so done that. I love my armies to be big and chunky, and I love my armies to be armies, but this is units of 10 and units of 10 only, unfortunately.
They have lethal hits, like, you know, they go into combat. They have like decent amount of attacks. You can combo them with the +1 AP, the extra damage, the reroll wounds. Like there's ways to make that little unit punch up. They also have the +1 to charge with the little bell. And +1 to advance. Plus,
so I get a leadership bonus with the banner, which basically gives them +1. And then I get the other bonus from being in the warp. So these guys are leadership. They're OC2. That is primarily what I love about them.
Take and hold.
Yes.
You need like chunky
That is why I went with that. Because Nurglings don't hold anything, but these guys do.
They do.
And 10 guys have 20 wounds. They have a 5-up invuln.
Which is really good with the new cover. Anything that has an invul
is just amazing.
It's just good.
They're T6 in the aura of the Great Unclean Ones. With 20 wounds with a 5-up invuln.
Not easy. And then if they're in the shadows, which they will next to the Unclean One, and you don't kill them, they're Battleline. D3 models come back all the time.
It's just, so good. They can advance, and because within that detachment they can advance and charge, and they get +1 to do so with the Musician, which they all have a Musician. So that is them. So that I went with 30 of them. Sorry, did I say 40?
30. No, you said 30.
I did say
3
30.
units of 10.
3 units of 10 is what I did. Now, the reason why I took 3 units of 10 is that I have 3 small heroes to go along with.
Fancy.
Okay.
I love Nurgle heroes, by the way. They're some of my favorite heroes.
The Nurgle heroes are pretty darn amazing.
Especially once you combine them with some spicy enhancements. Spicy.
All right, let's talk about this guy right here.
Cankerblade?
Shut up. Let's talk about that guy right now. His name is Poxbringer, and he does have Cankerblade.
That guy's so mean. I hate him so much.
It's so good. It's so.
Tell me what his abilities are, Lionel.
So his abilities. First off, he's a Poxbringer. So what the hell does that mean? While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, a successful attack crits on 5s.
So lethal 5s, which also, if he's by himself, he still gets the crits on 5s.
He's just basically 100% better. Than it was before. So lethal hits on now 5s instead of 6s.
Which is awesome.
Which is fantastic. And then he has a Feculent Despair, which is an aura. While an enemy was within 6, okay, each time that unit takes a battle shock, -1 to your battle shock.
Nasty.
Dude.
Yeah.
Right there.
So -1 from the test, which is important because that stacks. So now you've got -1 from shadows, -1 from him. That's -2, which is pretty good.
Which is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
While in the shadow of the warp as well,
and
you're
that's
-1.
6 inches. So you have to be close though. You have to get like nice and close.
He's going to be in a unit that's...
You're advancing and charging anyway.
He's going to be a unit there.
You want to get involved?
He's there.
Now tell me what Cankerblade does, please.
Okay, so Cankerblade. So let's get to the Cankerblade.
Because it combos with the Sloppity, but we'll get to that. That's how that goes.
It's so good. It's so good. All right, so Cankerblade. My Nurgle hero, okay, so each time an enemy unit that is within 6 inches of a bearer fails a battle shock, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, one model in that unit is just destroyed.
If it's infantry.
Chosen by the, it has to be infantry. No. If it does, one model.
Monsters, sorry.
Excluding monsters
so like,
and vehicles.
If it's
I can't kill monsters, but.
Non-monsters, non-vehicles.
Yeah, you just go dead.
So you can either do the D3 damage, or you can just remove a model.
Why is he saying that? Is because each time the bearer uses this enhancement, no mortal wounds are inflicted by your army's demonic terror.
You know what doesn't like that, Lionel?
A lot of things.
A lot of things, like characters that are by themselves, or, which is a lot more impactful now, because characters that are by themselves probably had a unit, so they're testing on battle shocks a lot more.
This is chosen, the one model I pick it. Chosen by the controlling player.
Model.
Oh, chosen by the controlling player. So you pick it.
Yeah, I pick the model.
I can't snipe out a unit.
Correct. But if the model is by himself, he's the only model to pick.
Yes,
right?
fair enough.
If it's like a custodian that's like a warden with like 7 wounds, you're like,
yeah.
that guy dies.
Yeah.
One whole Alaris Terminator gone for free.
Focus on him for a second. I am going to adjust this.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I want my phone not to die.
So that's sort of like a really fun part of the Cankerblight. Now it combos well with the Sloppity, but so right now we were at 10 battle shocks, Lionel.
Yes.
And so now what we're doing is we're looking at, okay, so now it's whenever you cause battle shocks. We haven't got to doing more battle shocks yet.
Not yet, just more quality battle shocks.
Right now it's quality and
quality battle
damage, which can be very nasty.
Yes. So I could either do D3 mortal wounds or delete infantry.
And guess what that is in your command phase and my command phase right now? Right now.
So far.
So far.
So far, so good. Okay, so digging it. All right, so I have 2 of these guys, each one leading a unit.
Does the second one have an enhancement?
It does not.
Okay, so just to do the leadership
but
debuffs.
Just the leadership debuffs is what I was looking for.
Cankerblight is one of those where you go, where's the Cankerblight? And they go here, and you go, I'm going to kill that.
Don't do that. Just let it happen. Don't fight it.
Precision.
Don't fight it. Now, he's going to be T6, and he's got 5 wounds. That's better than average.
T7?
No, T6. I was already including that. I was already including that. So it's going to be T6. 5 wounds is a bit better
Guess
average.
Guess who doesn't care? Anti-infantry.
No. 5 up in bone.
Death wounds, yeah.
Boo. No feel, no pain on these guys, unfortunately.
Well, I'm curious to see what your strats
I don't
are.
feel no pain 5+.
Oh my gosh,
take that.
no.
Take that.
My efficiency just went down the drain.
Yeah, suck
You
it,
lived
Trebek.
with 1 wound.
Suck it, Trebek. All right, so now we go to the hotness. Now, there's going to be no spinning action here because I needed the juice for something else.
Sloppity Bile Piper.
Sloppity Bile Piper.
With his little tootin' toots.
With his Marat. And now he does not have any enhancements, but oh boy, does he.
You don't take him for the enhancements.
He is really, really good. First off, he's got Jolly Gut Pipes. While this model is leading a unit, add 1 to the move characteristic of the models in that unit, and you can re-roll advanced rolls. So you can
reroll advance and charge. They
Correct.
give you +1 to charge and +1 to advance.
Yes.
And +1 movement. So they go from movement 5 to 6.
Yes.
So movement 6 plus a minimum of 2.
Yeah.
So they're up to 8
Yeah.
with a +1 charge. That is the fastest Plague Bearer unit you'll ever see.
I wish they could be 20. Oh, man.
You can't have nice things, Lionel.
You just cannot have those nice things. All right, so now the reason really to take them, that is actually pretty cool, but the reason to take them is at the start of the fight phase.
Is it the fight phase?
The start of the fight phase.
So whose fight phase? Both of our fight phases? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, start of the fight phase. Every enemy model, or enemy unit, sorry, excluding monsters and vehicles.
Sure.
Within 6 inches of this model must take a battle shock test.
Okay, so now we go from 10 to as many as you can fit within 6 inches.
Let's just say it's 2.
Okay, 2. So 2 per fight phase.
Per fight phase.
Okay, so say 2 on yours, say 1 on mine, because I'm not going to shove things within 6. So 1 on you, 2 on mine. So it's 3 more times 5 turns.
I mean,
that's 15.
if he lives and doesn't get precisioned out and all that business. But yes.
But so far, you have a potential of anywhere from 20 to 30 battle shocks.
It's a significant
amount. How many
amount.
did I say? I said
significant
I said like 45 to 50. I think we're getting really close.
It's pretty good.
You can also, with advance and charge, like A, you don't have to charge. You can just be within 6.
Yes.
B, you have a reroll advance, and you can advance and charge, and you get bonuses to your charge, and you can pick your charge targets after you roll, which means you can kind of put him in the most ideal place to cause maximum carnage and chaos. Hopefully, next to Cankerblight Man.
And paired with this guy, yeah.
That then just kills models, if they're not monsters and vehicles.
At -1 to your battle shock, which is going to be -2 if you're within the shadow.
Because of the shadow.
Yes.
So you look at -2.
All of you, -2.
Everything.
-2. Every command phase.
I'm already battle shocked just talking about it. Remember, I'm leadership 7, so I'd be testing on 9.
Boom. This is yes, that is the real reason to take that man. Yep. And the reason why I have 3 Plague Bearer units is I could play my take and hold game.
Yep. And still play your game.
And still play my game. Yep. And then I have the heroes there to boost them up.
Yep.
And of course, those heroes' effects stick.
Yep.
It's, to my understanding, not his disease aura, I don't think. But while this model's leading a unit, that stays. Add 1 to the movement characteristics and reroll charges.
Yeah,
if he goes away, if you precision him out, the unit still has that, right? To my understanding?
No, because he has to be in the unit.
Oh, he does have to be. That that goes away?
No. So the reason that's there is for while I'm leading a unit. So if the unit dies, he still has that ability. But as soon as you remove the source of the ability,
then it
goes away.
So in this case, it would go away. The other ability would definitely go away, but still very, very cool. The enemy has to be this close to you to be able to do that, typically.
And they have to be really close already because they can't really shoot you unless you're within 18.
Yeah.
So as soon as you're within 18, you're in that sort of danger zone. Yeah. Because you can get really close.
I mean, you're probably within striking distance of any of the big mountains of death. Yeah.
Which isn't easy to sort of circumvent. And you have enough models to sort of take up board space and not let your opponent go behind you with screens.
It's control.
Which allows you to keep people in front of you, which is kind of what you want.
Yeah. It's control. And now we go into, I only have 2 units of Beast of Nurgle. I guess it was another variation.
Very cool.
All right, so these.
But 2 of 2, though.
Yeah, two of 2.
Yeah, that's why you didn't know how much the extra cost was. Because you didn't
I didn't go to the 3. All right, Beast of Nurgle. This is now you're starting to get into the nitty gritty. These guys move 6 inches. They're T9. I bring up those stats because it's a little unusual in Nurgle. They're a little bit fast. T9 is exceptional. If they're within 6 inches of the big fat man, T10.
Which is insane.
They're 7 wounds. Yep. They have a 5-up invuln.
Yep.
I do not believe. No, they do not have feel no pain. That would be stupid.
They have some other very good rules. They have deadly demise though, so they do get angry.
They explode.
When they die.
Yeah, they explode. All right, so let's see if we can paint this picture for you. First off, they have grotesque regeneration, and this is per phase. Okay, so if you did not kill them in that phase, kill a model, at the end of that phase, it just goes back to full health.
It's insane. It's
back to full health.
Like you can kill them, but like if you don't, you pay dearly. It's
back
terrible.
To full health. Okay, so when you do kill them, obviously it's dead. This detachment has a strat for 2 CP that brings back whole models.
Ooh, very cool. That's awesome. So like if you don't kill both of them, you have to deal with both of them again. That's terrifying.
It is 2 CP.
Still terrifying.
Bring whole models
What
back.
else are you going to use CP for?
I'm just saying. That is so good.
It's very good.
That is so good.
And you didn't even talk about the best part.
Okay, so now that is pretty much the best part.
No, this is the best part right there. This is
right
the best
here?
part. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I did forget to mention the best part, I guess. Scouts 6.
So 2 things. 1, scout, so you can deploy them and move them forward. Or you can put them in reserve to, say, deep strike them, and then roll and go, I'm going first. Well, now I'm going to deploy them in my deployment zone. Like, you have so many, it's so versatile.
The reason why he's actually harping on that specifically is because of how slow the army is. That feature is amazing in any army. It is especially impactful in an army that does not have a lot of options for speed. So leveraging that and making sure you leverage that, massive.
There's a reason most Chaos armies will ally in Beasts of Nurgle.
Yeah.
Because they're so good. Like you're running them in doubles because it synergizes well within your detachment.
Correct.
But even a single Beast of Nurgle with Scout, like
amazing.
I recently played a game where I had one and it just harassed my opponent's expansion objective for like 3 turns before it died. And it just kept on killing all the little skirmishing units and tying them up. And
why does it do that? Right. It has 6 attacks. Only weapon skill 4+, but a strength 6 is very decent. AP 1 is enough, 2 damage, dev wound.
But it could be AP 2, 3 damage with 4 rerolls to wound.
Those guys are going to be kind of ranging a little ways away. I don't suspect
24 inches for the +1 damage.
Yeah,
if you need dev wounds, if you need dev wounds on a tank, you'd be like, that tank plus 1 damage, and then you go in with 12 3 damage dev wound attacks.
I wish they're Battleline. Oh my God, if they had run in a charge, that was so good.
No,
it was so
don't
good.
do it.
No, it's so good. Anyway, they're not that thing.
Thank good.
Yeah. They also have just deep strike as well. So
most all demons I think have that. That's just like a standard demon rule.
Just amazing. I love these little guys. These are Plague Toad models, by the way, from Forge World back in the day.
Yep.
I have a lot of them.
I have played against a lot of them.
But in this list, only 4. Okay, so amazing.
Yeah, they're very good. Like they're the kind of unit that you don't expect, but they'll like harass you long enough for you to set up the triangle.
Yeah.
Like they'll harass, and if your opponent doesn't commit to kill them, they will just continue to harass.
They're incredible
Like,
distraction
you have
pieces.
to commit real things to kill them.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'll complete the picture at the end, but it is there is a purpose to them for absolute certainty, other than just all the things we just finished talking about. Now we get to the flies. I took 2 units of these.
Yep.
Now the main reason why I did it is, well, move 10 inches.
Yep. They move triple the normal move.
So for me, that's a huge deal. 10-inch move is
fly rules. They can actually fly over buildings and stuff now.
Yeah. So move 8 over a building.
It's amazing.
Incredible. They're T8 naturally. If they start within the auras of the Great Unclean Ones, T9.
Yep.
Like
5 up invul, same
5
as
up
always.
invul, 5 wounds apiece, 5 wounds.
Each. So that's
not
15
crazy.
T8 wounds.
Correct.
With a 5 up invul. Very tough to like get rid of without like dedicated anti-tank fire.
Correct. Now combine that with that 2 CP strat.
So you have to kill them all to stop them
Bring
from
back
coming
whole
back.
models.
That would suck.
No. It does not suck. No. So good.
Battle shocked. I'm already battle shocked.
So the other thing they have is kind of rare in the army is they have a ranged attack. And primarily the ranged attacks are coming from the Great Unclean Ones. This is actually a unit outside of them that does have it. They're anti-infantry. They have blast.
Nice.
12-inch range, D3 shots each. Lethal hits. Pretty good. Hits on 4s, strength 4. This isn't moving heaven and earth. 3 of them though.
Could be AP +1.
3d3,
Right.
AP +1.
Yep.
Could be
against -1 toughness.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, you got it. So it's just nice.
Yeah.
Primarily,
it'll
though.
damage like a little unit, say a unit of guardsmen or something. You go in, like they will take a chunk out of a little unit.
They'll bully little action monkey units. Their main theater, if you were to break the table into like the African savannah, the center of the board is the watering hole where all the predators are. These guys operate in the margins, there to perform battle tactics. Tough enough they could bully
like a scouting
little
squad or something.
action monkey units that primarily operate in that kind of territory. So they're good enough that they'll bully those units and then maybe tie up a thing later in later games. A 10-inch move creeping up on you, pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
especially
good.
like mid to late game, like or when somebody's already sort of dealing with the big monsters, like they can't really, and they have the speed to really kind of go around, or deep strike for rapid ingress, use the 10 inches to go and harass an expansion.
Yeah, and they have one other really, really good rule, and that's our death's heads. And in my shooting phase, after this unit has shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks. Until the end of the turn, each time a friendly Nurgle unit makes an attack that targets that unit that was hit by their bombies, you can re-roll the wound roll.
Which is
this is makes an attack, so that's shooting,
combat.
melee.
So it works
doesn't
really
matter.
well with your devastating wounds on the beast of Nurgle. It works really well with.
And
like,
this
the
is
Prodigus.
just
You just have
re-roll
to-
wound.
Yep.
So
You can
I
fish.
can fish.
Yep, which is
I
very,
can
very
fish.
powerful.
So pretty cool.
I like it, and you've got 2 of these. So
I got
it's
2 units of
synergistically.
those.
So I love it because I close my eyes, and I love lists that have that sort of synergy. Number 1, you're using units in 3s, which is very Nurgle of you. You've got the 3s, right? You're gonna say 14 units, right?
14 units. Yeah, I'm just doubling up on it's happening.
You have units of 3, units of 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. It sounds really fun. So quick question. I wanted to go back to your detachment rule.
Yes.
So I just want to see it, because I'm pretty sure you can pick any unit in Shadows to take the battle shock test, not just within 9. I just wanted to double check.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, within 9 is extra
So
bonuses. Sorry.
So within
I'll
9
do
is
that.
extra battle shock, not the Shadow. No, I'm talking about the
Melancholic
miasma.
miasma?
So any enemy unit within Shadow, right?
Yeah.
So the thing about your army is you count everything within 9 counts as being in Shadow, I believe, is one of the things that you have.
They have shadow within
Okay,
6.
Yeah. So if you control, so while an enemy unit's within 9, so your army is very specific, where any Nurgle demon
Yep.
casts a shadow.
Yes.
Not just the big guys. It's every Nurgle demon casts a shadow of chaos to 9 inches.
While an enemy unit is within 9 inches of one or more.
Any Nurgle demon.
Yeah, that's true enough.
have
That
the
enemy
shadow.
unit within is within your Shadows
Great.
army. Yeah,
so
yeah,
not
fair
just
enough.
the big guys.
Not just the big guys.
Secondly, it's when
fair
you're
enough.
picking that unit, the enemy unit to take the battle shock test, it's any enemy unit within Shadows. So if you just control the objectives you need to control in No Man's Land at the end of your turn, at the start of your opponent's turn, all of No Man's Land is going to be in Shadows. You can actually pick the thing in the corner.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
So I just wanted to make sure that we get how good that is,
Well, that is
in
very
your
good.
head.
That is very good.
And it's a -1, right? All the way over there.
-1.
And they
yeah.
might have to take mortal wounds and stuff. So they could be like, I need to hold my expansion
when they fail,
objective.
it's
I need to
D3.
hold my expansion objective, and they haven't sticky it yet. You can be like, take a battle shock test
Oh, so good.
at -1 because this is my shadow.
So this, I'm going to give proper respect, or I should say credit to a customer of mine. His name is Chris. He plays demons primarily, and he was like waxing poetic about this. We didn't dive in all the details in it. He just kind of
Well, we haven't even gone through all the stratagems. Like the bring back a model is great. But
oh
like,
my
there's
gosh,
so many
it's
silly
so
things.
good.
Yeah. It's synergistic now, and this isn't like, and you're not really leaning heavily into the battle shock mechanic.
No.
You're doing it more from a thematic perspective.
I am doing Nurgle.
Correct.
I do own Changeling. I do own Changecaster, Fatecaster,
yeah.
and those are all things that generate
cannons.
even more battle shock. I do not own cannons.
Yeah, cannons are
But if you want to gear your Demonic Legion to be the penultimate battle shock army, you can rack up like 40 to 50 battle shocks.
Easy in a game.
Easy.
Yeah. And in multiple phases, which is the important part,
Easy.
because it's shooting phase, moving phase, command phase, like all
Yeah.
these different phases. It gets very silly. In your opponent's and your opponent's turn, you just go back and forth. It's insane.
Yeah, and I want to make sure I'm saying this right or doing this right. It's called Fetid Resurgence. It's a 2 CP strat.
Used in your command phase, so after battle shock tests.
On my command phase, after battle shock, return up to 1 destroyed model to your unit, or up to D3 destroyed models instead if it's Battleline.
Yeah.
If it's a monster, it's D3 plus 1 wounds.
Oh, so you can heal. You
can heal.
That's pretty cool. So you could pass a battle shock test, heal, stratagem to heal more, which is very cool as well. So you could go 2d3 plus 1 on a monster.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Like I said, I haven't really.
No, it's absolutely.
I don't play this an enormous amount.
That's
I'm
where
using
my
my
Vect would
league.
hopefully be close by and be like, Vect.
No.
Yes.
If you're close by,
or hopefully
then
you're
battle shocked.
No, you're battle shocked. You don't get to do anything.
No, you. So super cool. I just love it. So one of the things I wanted to ask you actually is, because the language is a little bit different in Age of Sigmar, is this demonic infestation.
Yep.
It says heal your unit 3 wounds.
So when you heal a unit 3 wounds, it's like reanimation protocols.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
Yeah, but it's any battle line unit, so it'd just be your
Yeah, but that's
normal
just
demons.
heal.
But that's 1 CP. So
2 models come back.
Yeah, correct.
On
so you
top
could
of.
do battle shock, 2 CP strat, 1 CP strat. Oh no, you can't do 2 strats in the same phase. So
No, but there's the tear which brings brings back.
Correct. But you could do it on 2 separate units. You
Yes.
do 3, so you do 2 to bring up a model, 1 to bring guys back. So essentially, they need to kill your unit.
Yeah,
right?
or they
So that you
just
lose-
start crawling back.
Correct.
So let's talk about the weaknesses of this army. The weakness of the army, honestly, is anti-tank at a distance. I really do not.
Well, 18 inches.
Keeping within the theme, of my force, I really don't have anything that deletes an armor.
Oh, you don't have anti-tank at range. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't have really anti-tank at range. That is the weakness. So I really don't apply pressure that way. So my opponent is going to casually hang back, completely going, I'm just going to fire at you. So that's why flies are very important. So let's talk about the context. The context is the brothers are all going to be high-fiving each other, just driving up the middle of the board, more or less, because it's going to be hard to not have them. You're going to see a piece of me. And then the plague bearers will be dominating and controlling in front, space, and what have you. And then the things that will be applying pressure while you're trying to down these big boys are the beasts and the flies, and
to cause harassment, to kind of force your opponent to commit to
drop
an area.
auras in your turn, so that you're now suffering battle shocks, and then hopefully grind you down with D3 mortal wounds from the battle shocks. and then that's how I'm going to do it. Cling onto your hull so you get a -1 to hit because I'm on your hull. Yeah, you can fire out, but now you're -1 to hit. If I'm in cover, now -2.
Well, it's really fun because with the new cover changes to cover, the Great Unclaimed is actually more
durable,
survival than they were because they can just be obscured by a little piece of the terrain or the obscuring. -1 ballistic skill.
Yep.
It makes it a lot harder to take them down.
Which
is great. And I like the synergy. Like you've got lots of overlapping stuff, which I know you enjoy. You enjoy like proccing things that make things happen.
Yeah, so absolutely. The chain of events. It's this in aggregate that is oppressive? ? I don't know.
I think there are armies that would struggle against that many battle shocks.
And there's a more impressive version of this.
But there's also you have like predators that have like high efficiency damage that will go in and like just kill you.
Lancers.
Like riptides and stuff. Like there's
riptides.
There's like fast moving Tau. Like there's a couple of Blood Angel lists. Actually, a Sword Brethren unit with a Martial Castellan would walk in and probably one-tap a Great Unclean one.
Well, there's Plague Bears in front of it.
Sure.
I'm going to try and cushion it a little bit.
The Rep X kills the Plague Bears.
The Rep X could kill the Plague Bears.
Yeah.
Could.
The Rep X kills the Plague Bears.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
In my mind's eye,
it
happens 100% of the time.
It's a hill of guns is basically what it's a ton of small arms fire off that thing. But if it's too far away,
bunker.
if it's too far away, I could get Lone Up.
Correct. Yeah, he has to get close.
Yeah, and then now if you're kind of close, you might delete this, but now
you battle shock me and then I'm done.
You're close enough that I'm gonna cling to your hull now.
Right.
And
I might kill one, but then you kill everything I committed to kill.
And if you live one Plague Bear,
they all come back.
They could all come back.
No, and I was -1 to hit because of the damn Nurglings. No. So you lived with 1 wound and then healed 10 wounds.
Like I said, I'm here to wrestle.
Yeah, I love it.
Like it's all about the locks. I don't know if the more competitive version, folks, straight up would be to add all those other demon elements to it.
I do like the beast. I think that's a nice tech piece because a lot of people take the singles, but I do like the fact that with this list you can take advantage of that stratagem to bring back beasts. Because killing 1 beast is something people are used to.
Yes.
Killing 2 beasts is not so much.
Not so much. These guys are tanks, man.
Yeah, they're very
and they're fast enough that they can just get in on you.
Yeah.
Dev wounds, they got burst damage that
they're unreliable on the hit roll, but
force.
If they do hit and do damage, like they will do damage.
So there you go. All right, that's it.
That was good. That was
We're
a good
done.
chat.
That was a very good chat.
Don't forget to check out your local leagues. I know when does yours one start? Again?
July. At the moment of this recording, it's July 17th, 2026.
Okay, so in a little bit, I'm excited for that because it'll be basically just before we go off to WTC. Yeah. So I'll be able to get my game in before I go, and then a game when I come back because it's Dad League style.
Dad League, baby.
Which is exciting.
Yes.
And I'm really looking forward. Then again, a lot could happen between now and then. My list might have more things.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe I want to go more into beasts. I'm not really sure. Paying the extra spam tax, I don't know if I want to do that. But I dig this. I really just wanted to do.
It's so fun. Like I love
3 Great Unclean
It's
ones.
cool. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
All right.
Two Rodigus, a lot of stuff.
You know what?
They still smell, my friend.
Oh, they're lovely.
They smell.
They're lovely.
They smell.
They're lovely. All right, I'm going to go into, before we peace out, anyone have any questions? Holy cow. Okay, so let us go with Sean Blakey. Sean Blakey, hey my dudes and dudettes, and as he's a big fan of Sylvaneth. Go trees! He actually brings up a really good point.
What is the point?
Trees.
Right.
I've thought about putting one in this list.
I don't know what it does.
Let me tell you what it does, okay? So this is what it does before we peace out. First off, it's a fortification. So in and of itself kind of sucks. So
not really.
Stop. Now the reason why is it has no attacks.
Zones out the back.
Does not. What was I going to say? Does not do any actions.
Sure.
All right.
OC 0.
OC 0. Okay. So why is the tree? Why am I considering it? It infiltrates. So
very cool.
I could place it in
awesome.
no man's land.
That's
pretty cool. It has a 6-inch aura of grant my Nurgle units stealth.
Oh, okay. So cover. That's not bad.
Right?
Yeah. Is that what it does? Is there any way to kill it?
Yeah.
Okay, you can kill it. Okay.
T9. T9 whatever that is. That doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really. T10, if it's a Legion Delmanica.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is you could run to it. You could position it.
I'd actually
and go.
How many? Depends on how many points it is.
100.
Oh my gosh, that's so expensive.
I know, it's so expensive.
Okay.
If it was like 50 points.
If it was like 60 even. So.
Yeah.
So now, how many points is 10 Plague Bearers?
It's just not. I'm never going to drop 10 Plague Bearers for.
So you can get 6 more Nurglings for like 60 points.
It's just not. There's a reason why it's not on the list. But I bring up trees because Blakey brought up trees and. Trees.
Not all trees are made equal, Blakey.
No. Last, we got Moray Vea, who wants to just say hello. And then Attila, Dahan, my Iron Warriors will be there. It's just because it's just older, that's all. That's all it is. That's all it is. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I was like,
we're still going. We're still going. All right, and now that's it. Okay, I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. I want to thank all the comments. I want to thank this man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. And with that, folks, hopefully you enjoyed this. Go join your leagues. Go support your local watering holes. They're pillars of the community. So do so. Go to your local and support them when you can. And support your favorite channels as well. It's not that I need to do this by any stretch of the imagination. He does a lot of coaching. He's a fantastic guy.
Yeah, now you're blowing smoke on my
I am a little bit. I
appreciate it.
I am a little bit. Check out Scaredcast. Check out his coaching stuff. I've known this guy for so long.
It's been a long time.
I still remember when you went full time, and I thought that was an extreme act of courage.
I haven't looked back. Yeah. And it's only possible thanks to people like you and other folks in the community, so thank you.
No,
and thanks
awesome.
for having me. I can't wait. I'm going to have so much fun. I've actually got, I didn't talk about Karseth. I got Karseth in my list.
Oh, what's Karseth?
So she's one of the Corsairs. She's a Corsair character. She has a 12-inch Deep Strike Denial bubble. So she just sits on my back corner and just stops everybody from coming behind. And she picks a unit she shot at and hit, and my whole army gets +1 strength for the rest of the phase against that unit.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So I can make...
So you could, that's breakers now.
Yeah, and it also works in close combat, which is kind of cool, because then I can like shoot something and then charge in with like Incubi and they become like strength 6.
So she darts out when you need to.
Yeah, it's really cool.
You.
And then, but she has that 12-inch denial bubble, which is amazing to just be like, no, you stay in front of me.
And she's a leader, so she could be by her own.
Correct.
That's
and now with like the changes to hidden and stuff, she's a lot less vulnerable to like indirect fire and a whole bunch of stuff. So, but I haven't painted her yet, so I'm really excited to paint her because I love my Corsair. Like the Corsairs are more like Malys, where it's like more vibranty colors, like it's more of a turquoisey blue.
Oh, nice.
And so I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to like bring her out as well.
A little pop. All right, fair enough. So we'll use the league as an excuse
to do some painting and do some hobby.
All right, folks. I love you all. I guess we'll talk to you later. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, buttons, do it. Guys, have a tremendous night.